market distributor since 1997. It's a long time. I was 7 years old, bro. In response to favorite post from retailer Brian Hibbs, Nelson wrote, he says, I can say surely as a this is those raised by what? Marvel's transition toward Penguin Random House may raise new concerns about Diamond's long-term future. Absolutely. Says I can say purely as a private individual that Diamond has for a long time been unwilling or unable to modernize and support and grow the biz as needed for a healthy direct channel. Okay. It may not even be solvent. It will be imprudent, excuse me, for any publisher to not have a distribution contingency plan. Okay, so that's interesting. Oh, I should press play on that. I wonder what they're saying the best comics of the decade are. How much you want to bet Jane Foster's store? Maybe I do. This is IGN, by the way. Jane Foster's store is on there. A bunch of dog crap. New 52 trash. Anyway, so we've been making that point for a very long time. The distribution, and whether it comes with Diamond or anybody really, had been, dare I say, for lack of better terms, it is just not up to date. It's outdated. Diamond's an example of you do something, you've been in, you have your foot in the door, and you've been like the guy for a very long time. It's the blockbuster effect, where you feel like, well, my foot's in the door, I ink these deals, nothing's gonna happen to me until something happens to you, right? And this is why it's always important to pay attention to the market and to respond accordingly. It doesn't matter what it is you're doing. This is something that can be of advice to you no matter what it is that you're doing. If you're at the top, you don't get comfortable, bro. And this is what so many people have done, not just in the comic book industry, in a lot of different places, where they feel like they just can't be topped and nobody can pivot from them because we just been there with best in. It's some of that may kind of have to do with the COVID thing. I think a lot of that exposed kind of the industry and the issues with it. Maybe it accelerated. I know a lot of people alluding to that. Like it kind of sped things up. It just showed what the issues were, and it sped things up. But this was an inevitable thing that was going to happen because they didn't pivot. I will say Marvel. We can look at Diamond, and this is the different, I guess, perspective that I have. We can always look at Diamond. Look at Diamond, and we can say, yeah, they messed up. They have an update like this, like Mr. Brian Hibbs is saying. They were not trying to actually grow this market. They weren't in the interest of adjusting their policies or adjusting their approach in order to ensure that this medium grows, right? And my thing is, I think this is also telling with the market itself, because a lot of people are realizing, definitely with like these independent creators, are realizing that there's a lot that you can do within your own capacity that you just couldn't do or you didn't know about, right? It's like the music industry is this is the example that I use all the time, and how there was independence, right? But ever so often, that person that was independent selling like tapes, if I'm from the South, that's people selling tapes out trunk. That was the thing that people did, rap in the rap game, having not been signed to anybody or anything. But, they hit to a certain point and then they always went major, right? And what you have seen in recent years with the music industry is that so many independent people are like being able to, like when the Macklemore thing popped off, say what you will about him as a MC, I don't think he's any good, but you get what I'm saying. Or Chance the Rapper, stuff like that, where people were just like making moves having not went through the usual channels. And that to me is the main topic here, because things have been flipped on its head, right? And things have changed, and Marvel isn't, and DC isn't completely oblivious to it. Dudes are able to have whole entire companies shipping books out of the house, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's not as difficult as it may be. Again, and it's not that option wasn't there. I think just people weren't privy to it. They just weren't aware that was a thing that you could do. The comic book industry is about to, and has been really, I think we're at the beginning stage, is seeing kind of a revolution right now that is going to impact the big two. It's not just with distribution. I think the distribution aspect of it is just an aspect of it. It's only like a kind of a thing that is just part of it, where you're seeing these companies start to pivot and make adjustments because that's what they're going to have to do. But it's going through this kind of revolutionary period because the content isn't necessarily as good, but people are wanting books. They're thirsty for it. And you're seeing these independent artists do their thing. You got the manga and anime stuff. In that case, most of the manga that's growing in the West. Like it's going through this odd phase right now, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens on the other side of it. I know it sounds insane when you consider that Marvel and DC right now, it's particularly Marvel with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is just, you think they just can't do any wrong, okay? And I get that. I totally understand that. But you have to envision a world where they're not at the top. And I know that sounds crazy. Probably sound crazy when MySpace was the thing and people were like, I don't think this is going to be the thing forever, or Blockbuster. Now, maybe not from the movie standpoint. I mean, they have Disney, you know, like Marvel having Disney, that kind of, they can use other ways and other things that they have to subsidize that market. But I'm talking about books. I'm talking about just straight books. Some changes are among us, and I'm interested to see what happens on the other side. Do the big two pivot on how they, not just how they're putting books out, the content, or are we going to start seeing some independent guys? And I'm not talking like a Dark Horse or Image. I'm talking about like not that. I'm saying, are we going to see people that are having their own thing start to rise to the point to where they're legitimately competitive? It doesn't mean they're going to necessarily dethrone, but it's like you got to, when you talk comic books, you have to talk about this new thing or this book. It's going to be interesting. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.
I'm so excited to get this out to you guys. Many people see the Snyder Cut release as one of the few victories for fans in recent years. Now, I know that there's been a recent event involving Zack Snyder, in which we've covered many times on this channel. It has some of us thinking a little differently about him as a
Every day begins the same. The same music. The same question.
Joe, honey, are you up?
Where am I? Who am I?
Hey, I don't think this is gonna be the thing forever.
What's going on here?
Joe had an idea that I actually thought was really fun. You want to tell him, Joe?
Yeah. Thinking maybe we could bomb something? Oh, sorry, Mr. President. We're gonna need to hang back here for a tick. Sound good? Who's that guy? Oh, jeez.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's do this. Put me in, Joe.
What the hell? Why does it smell like piss? Who's lived away in a bat? Oh, Lord. My bones. This is not
What I imagined.
having second thoughts here.
We call this one a mulligan, and you get me out of here.
Mr. President, we have to stick to the plan.
It's me, Doc. It's Kamala.
Mr. President, I'm sorry, but we have work to do. I need you to put on the table.
Every day begins the same. The same questions. Where am I? What is going on?
Do you remember in 2015 when something crazy would happen and like every single YouTube channel would cover that one crazy thing like for the whole week? Like BuzzFeed would make a video where they paint their faces with their period blood, and your whole YouTube subscription box would be full of people reacting to BuzzFeed painting their faces with their period blood because it was the wackiest we've ever seen. Well, it's 2021. Happy New Year. And the wackiest thing we've ever seen happens every hour of every day. Welcome to Hell World, the show where we try to keep up with the season finale of the United States of America, covering the worst that has happened since the last episode, otherwise known as my Twitter feed for the past 3 months. As always, I am your host Satan. This is my co-host Beelzebun. And today we will be covering everything, from cartoon rabbit titties to the possible end of democracy as we know it. So get comfy, slip into a coma, because it's fever dream time, baby. First, before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to PostX America, the person who makes all those amazing intros for my Hell World series. Please go follow her on Twitter and on YouTube. Links in the description down below. She does phenomenal and hilarious work. But anyway, what has happened since the last Hell World? Well, scientists have found out that a whole bunch of animals keep evolving into crabs. Like, several different species of animal are evolving into crabs, which means humans may eventually evolve into crabs. Forget return to monkey. Accelerate to crab. Speaking of monkey, remember that Elon Musk brain chip we talked about in the last episode? Well, Elon Musk says his brain technology company, Neuralink, has implanted a device in a monkey's brain and hopes to make it play games in its own mind. An extremely normal and not at all supervillain thing to do. A mysterious monolith appeared in the desert and then disappeared. It was revealed that Israel and the US have been in contact with an alien galactic federation, and we just kind of forgot about both those things. Mysterious monoliths appearing in the desert and galactic alien federations don't even hold our attention anymore. Don't worry about it. When's the next Marvel movie? buy another Funko Pop. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head are now just Potato Head. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and gentledom. The NBs have finally joined the rest of us in getting pandered to. Welcome. We hate it here. For her, for him, for them. See, I, for one, will never fall for any type of corporate pandering. I'm too smart. I'm above that. You can never get me. I'd like to take 2 of everything. So Burger King thought it was a cool idea to tweet "Women belong in the kitchen" on International Women's Day to bring attention to the gender gap in the food industry. Okay. Honestly, the brands are just getting a little too edgy for me. Like, I personally think McDonald's took it a little too far. Speaking of women in the workplace, mistakes. Is she serious? Is she joking? We'll never know. That's what makes it so fun. Male worker sues female boss who told him to man up in woman-dominated firm. He claims his manager, Ashley Knowles, told him men are less organized and that he was repeatedly ordered to go away during girls-only conversations. Mr. Price says he was the only worker instructed to carry boxes, being told, "because you're a man." He once refused due to a hernia, but was ordered to man up and get on with it. It's only a few boxes. Oh, how the tables have turned. We love our capitalist girl bosses. And as we know, capitalism breeds innovation. The innovation.
Introducing the Baldo. The world's first dildo that uses your balls for penetrative sex. Baldo gives your balls a piece of the action whether your penis is erect or not. 2021 is the year of the Baldo.
I'm not here to kink shame. Yes, I am. Men, what the f***? Is it a normal desire to want to insert your balls into somebody? Men are cancelled until you learn to behave yourselves. Next! Apparently they're thinking of making it so your credit score is linked with your Google search history? How f***ed are you guys? Pepe Le Pew was taken out of the Space Jam remake for being rapey, I guess. Pepe's weirdo was always shown as exactly that, weirdo. He was the butt of the joke every time. He was smelly, nobody liked him. The cat that would always get like the white stripe accidentally painted on her would always fight back against him and win. By the way, once or twice is a mistake, honey, but come on. And it turns out they were going to have a scene in the new Space Jam where they teach Pepe Le Pew about consent. And they probably could have made that funny. But nope! Gotta get rid of him. They took out the rape skunk. This is just like 1984. Space Jam director reworks Lola Bunny for reboot. From sexualized to strong. Can't have shit! Can't have shit in the 20s. Can't have shit. Cancel culture has come for Lola Bunny's big naturals. This is the final straw. Now listen, I'm not a furry. But Lola Bunny, the fox from Robin Hood, the fox from Zootopia, the deer from Beastars, listen, you can silence me. You can break my soul. You can take away my freedom. But I'll be damned if you take away my furry ass. Hero Mechanic has no regrets as he is jailed for battering pedo to death while rescuing 2 kids from his clutches. I'm sorry. Where is the crime? He inflicted multiple blows on the man's vital organs with his hands, feet, and wooden stick before police arrived and halted the attacks. But the court was also told by experts that the pedophile died in an ambulance from hypothermia and not the blows from the mechanic. Oh, so God took him out. God and man worked together. King shit. Next. The ever-raging war between boomers and millennials seems to be dying down. There's only so many times we can be told to stop eating avocado toast while we try to explain to the boomers how they've completely f***ed society up for everyone. But now, a new war is brewing. The millennial versus zoomer war. Now, a lot of you are zoomers. A lot of you don't even know what the world was like before 9/11. It was very different. A lot of you probably didn't even have a finger box growing up. This is what my finger box looked like. It was homemade. I just need to say, as a millennial, I disavow what you were about to see.
And I'm proud to be a millennial with my side part told what to wear or how to use emojis. Would you kindly shut the up? Ain't nobody asked you for your opinion anyway. Here's a message from millennials to Gen Z. Stay in your motherfucking lane.
We're the boomers now. And I think that's it. I think that is the most important stuff that has happened since the last time we talked. That's the end. That's the end of Hell World. Bye. Love you. Bye. Oh yeah! Joe Biden was elected president.
The glass ceiling is broken, sweep the floor. We're second-class citizens no more. Only 232 years late. It's time to start tearing down walls. Find me a VP with no balls. A bright and colorful future awaits. For the first time in forever, equality's in sight. For the first time in a long time, we'll have a VP who's not white.
Lord forgive me. But it's time to go back to the old me. And, Trump supporters took it well.
The Biden crime family stealing the election! The media's covering up! The Biden crime family stealing this election! The media's covering it up!
The media said Joe Biden's president. Ha 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 ha.
Falling automatically.
I have so much more to say to you! So don't go!
Your keys.
Oh yeah, and then the U.S. Capitol was invaded.
We can take that place! And then do what? Heads on pike!
Bust the doors down.
Get the in there!
Every single in there is a traitor.
Almost forgot about that. I was there.
FBI, open up!
I was in DC on January 6th. If you have not seen the video where I interview a bunch of people, go check it out. Link in the description. 90% of the people there were not wearing masks, so I did get a COVID test. It came back negative. I did not have a nussy-gasm. Apparently that's a thing. It did feel... It did feel kind of good though. We were literally walking into our hotel room when we checked Twitter and saw the news that literally 3 minutes away from us there was an insurrection happening. The craziest part is how easy it was for them to just break in. They literally like rolled out the red carpet for these motherfuckers.
Hey! Hey man, glad to see you guys. You guys are patriots. Look at this guy. He's got covered in blood. God bless you.
Any chance I could get you guys to leave the Senate wing? Just want to let you guys know this is like the sacredest place.
I know. Hey.
I just wanted to like let you know that this is like the sacredest place. I'm more secure than the U.S. Capitol. Let that sink in. But seriously, our capital is supposed to be this shining beacon of hope. This is not what our beautiful country is about. This is not what America's about. America's about... Oh dear. So Twitter banned Donald Trump the day it all went down. In fact, he was banned from basically every website on the internet. It's crazy to see. Like, when you saw that screen cap of Donald Trump being suspended from Twitter, you felt the entire country's anxiety just shoot up. Like, in that moment, we've reached the tippy top of the roller coaster. Like, he was just gonna slam down on the nuke button and take all of California out. Inshallah. When you think about it, it is kind of weird and scary how they can just essentially cut off all communication between one of the most powerful officials and the people, just like that. Like, I guess I understand why they did it. The most de-escalation he did was basically like, Daddy loves you very much, kitten, but it's time to go home. You know that you're my little pog champs.
We have to have peace. So go home. We love you.
You're very special.
Trump didn't pardon Edward Snowden or Julian Assange like I hoped he would. Imagine running on draining the swamp and smashing the establishment, and then not pardoning the guy who risked his life to expose the establishment. Sorry, Assange, you should have murdered some Iraqi children, then maybe Trump would have pardoned you. Sad. Then Google, Amazon, and Apple got together like a fucking megazord to take down the website Parler. You know it's bad when government 2 steps in. Parler was basically like a right-wing Twitter. I posted on it a few times and I was met with these reactions. Hey Shu, your retarded army of simps mean nothing here. Trans cannot change gender, just impersonate. Biology works over here, PS show feet. Jack Dorsey will not save your feelings here. Bernie Sanders is always a cuck. The left should be exterminated, like the vermin they are. Go f*** yourself, you deranged commie. She's just here for material. I don't know why they were being so mean to me. I just posted this. I was just exercising my freedom of speech. So much for the telling it right. Parler got yeeted. Amazon hosted the website thingy. I don't know what the hell it's called. But anyway, this is what Bezos took from you. We should get revenge by redistributing all his wealth. Now, I am a big supporter of alt tech. I'm always looking for the next new social media site. Even though I always wind up going back to Twitter and YouTube like an abused spouse. A lot of people wind up defending and simping big tech, and that's a big mistake. They're a private company. They could do whatever they want.
That which cannot protect
Since
itself.
when the hell do you believe that,
The
Sharon?
land shall
There was a
conquer
study
you.
that came out that showed thousands and thousands of left-wing Twitter accounts were being banned alongside of MAGA and accounts. So it's not just like a right-wing thing to be mad about big tech. These companies are basically just modern-day robber barons. And every day I come closer and closer to resurrecting the spirit of Theodore Roosevelt. Big tech will turn the entire internet into CNN. But speaking of CNN,
And we have to turn down the capability of these conservative influencers to reach these huge audiences. There are people on YouTube, for example, that have a larger audience than daytime CNN.
that's the problem, isn't it, CNN? I'm glad these f***ing assholes up here are looking out for us, though, you know? They want us to only consume the finest of media, like CNN and MSNBC that called Bernie supporters sexist brown shirts that are planning to execute news anchors in Central Park, and compared Bernie winning Nevada to the fall of France. I, for one, am glad we're only gonna get the good, approved media, like this.
I find Donald Trump reprehensible as a human being, but a socialist candidate is more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump. I would vote for Donald Trump, a despicable human being.
No, you won't.
Let me tell you something.
There's absolutely a problem with radicalization online. Don't get me wrong. I mean, some people may have gotten accidentally swooped up because they saw some stupid, obnoxious e-girl laughing at woke shit, and they figured, hey, I hate woke shit. That means I must be right-wing. And that sucks for them. Good thing none of you can relate to that. And I'm convinced has absolutely rotted and destroyed the minds of so many people, especially boomers.
All you people that think Biden is the president, you guys cannot get no stupider. He is on a movie set. You guys are so freaking ignorant that I just have to laugh, because you're not hurting my feelings. Why is Biden faking he's in the White House? Oh, because he's not your president. Wake the f*** up.
There's even someone in our own government now that had to make a statement about her old Facebook posts about Jewish space laser conspiracies and other non-conspiracies.
You see, school shootings are absolutely real. And every child that is lost, those families mourn it. I also want to tell you 9/11 absolutely happened.
This is one reason, among many other reasons, that I could never run for office. I assure you, America, I don't actually think 9/11 was an inside job. I do believe we went to the moon. I was simply memeing, Your Honor. But maybe when you have the time, Google Hillary Clinton body cam. There are so many stories of people losing their otherwise sane mom or dad to this conspiracy cult, and it's really sad. But at the same time, I don't trust the government or corporations to decide what is a good opinion and what is a bad opinion. What is a conspiracy and what is not. a conspiracy. Now, a lot of you say things like, Shoo, you're overreacting about big tech. Shoo, are these corporations in the room with us right now? Shoo, have you seen my Alexa? Wait, no, stop, I paid good money for that. But I'm fine, I'm cool. History will vindicate me, for I have seen the future. And the future looks like this. Nevada bill would allow tech companies to create governments. Planned legislation to establish new business areas in Nevada would allow technology companies to effectively form separate local governments. Democratic Governor Steve Sisolak announced a plan to launch so-called innovation zones in Nevada to jumpstart the state's economy by attracting technology firms. The zones would permit companies with large areas of land to form governments carrying the same authority as counties, including the ability to impose taxes, form school districts and courts, and provide government services. Why the f*** are we getting all the bad shit from the cyberpunk dystopia future, and none of the cool shit? Where's my hoverboard? Where's my robot maid? Where's my Power Thruster 5000 LED light up, self-heating and cooling, detachable 10-inch? Who the f*** thought it was a good idea to bring back company towns? Come on, kids, let's go to the Amazon Prime School so you can learn how to be a good little Amazon worker. Haha, you might be thinking. Funny joke, Shoo. Amazon has embarked on an extraordinary hiring binge this year, vacuuming up an average of 1,400 new workers a day, and solidifying its power as online shopping becomes more entrenched in the coronavirus pandemic. To grow so much, Amazon also needs to think long-term. The company was already working with preschools to establish the foundation of tech education, so that as our hiring demand unfolds over the next 10 years, that pipeline is there and ready. This is WALL-E. This is a scene from WALL-E.
A is for Axiom, your home sweet home. B is for by and large, your very best friend.
Facial recognition reveals political party in troubling new research. I'm sure nothing bad will come from this. Oh my god, I wonder if I have a Republican or a Democrat face. You tell me. Be honest. Neither answer is good. Researchers have created a machine learning system that they claim can determine a person's political party with reasonable accuracy based only on their face. Political phrenology. As you can see, the skull of the rightoid. The study is from a group that also showed that sexual preference can seemingly be inferred this way. I cannot believe they literally invented gaydar. Imagine technology like this makes it into the hands of an actual, like, dictatorial regime where they're, like, rounding up LGBT people or political or religious descendants. Like, that would be horrifying. Good thing that's not happening. Amazon partner in China is making facial recognition tech to track Uyghurs. Earlier this month, a Chinese firm that has cashed in on deploying AI-powered surveillance gear momentarily published some of its code online, providing a glimpse into how tech firms track the region's Uyghur population on behalf of the Chinese government. The code includes race-based tagging and tracking, as well as seemingly harmless physical trait identifiers like whether a scanned subject has a beard, wears a mask, or carries a handbag or backpack. Among other visibly quantifiable traits, it classifies the clothing that a person is wearing and apparently the person's emotional state. Normal, anger, disgust, fear, confused, scream, and more. Wow. Thanks, Amazon, for making it possible to detect screaming Uyghurs! Also, thanks for this shirt. And this desk. And this microphone. But on to more important issues. They finally renamed Aunt Jemima. Looks like we lost Aunt Jemima, but we gained Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. We kicked off Andrew Jackson, and honestly, I'm fine with it. This doesn't bother me. A lot of people were upset about it, though, and I just gotta say, if you're upset about this, if you were like a big Andrew Jackson fan, I couldn't think of a better way to commemorate him than using black people as currency. So part of me is like, okay, this is actually some good representation. And the other part of me is like, well, we still have not gotten the $2,000 stimulus check that we were promised if we voted for Democrats. So it's kind of just like, oh, we can slap some diversity on our money, but God help us if you're getting any of it. Would you be willing to get a COVID vaccine in exchange for a $1,500 stimulus check? How one bold proposal would work. So this is just double depressing. On one hand, we have to bribe the American people to take a fucking vaccine. And on the other hand, we're using the stimulus money we should have gotten months ago as a bribe. I'm sure by the time this video is out, we will have gotten our stimulus check finally, but they really expected people to survive on $600 for what, like 5 months? Also, isn't there another way we could inspire people to take the vaccine? Obama, Bush, and Clinton say they will take the COVID-19 vaccine publicly to gain public trust. Yes, 3 very trustworthy people. I'm sure that will ease the fear of anti-vaxxers everywhere, who already believe these 3 people worship Satan, have a secret pedophile ring on the moon, and drink baby blood. That's of course not true. The pedophile ring is in Antarctica. So while we're waiting for the ghouls in Congress to get their shit together, what can we, the average person, do to get that survival money? No, not that. We could with Wall Street. That's right, folks! The gamers rose up. A bunch of Reddit nerds on our Wall Street bets realized billionaires were selling stock they hadn't paid for yet in GameStop. So when they have to pay it back, it's super cheap. Redditors bought the GameStop stock. They did a thing. Some idiots saw this as a potential movement to take on Wall Street and the ruling class. I'm idiots. The reactions to all of this from the media, from journalists, from a bunch of people online was just beautiful, hilarious, and telling. Far-right extremists use GameStop chaos to radicalize and recruit on Telegram. How Trumpism explains the GameStop stock surge. What happened here? It's about sex. Specifically young men not having enough sex. I can report from the Telegram channels that the Nazis appear to be trading GameStop and AMC as well. Anyone else feel like this Robin Hood thing is the final installment of Gamergate? Historians 1,000 years from now are going to look back at Gamergate and think it was a 10-year-long war. And honestly, at this point, it feels like it. Incels absolutely backed much of Gamergate. He's probably at least half right about incels or incel-leaning bros participating in our bets. Violent nihilistic assholes love to congregate in certain corners of Reddit and 4chan. Anyone who's ever been to those websites knows that's true. A mentality that draws entertainment from fucking with people literally just because feeds all kinds of swarm-based movements. Oh, I wonder why Emraz, the feminist next door, is having a meltdown, calling all the Redditors incels and gamergaters. I wonder why. I'm a finance and regulatory risk attorney for Wall Street banks. The feminist next door works on Wall Street. Bitch, who you next door to? The Koch brothers?
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home, getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people, and, you know, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together. I love how he implies that it's the fault of you getting a $600 survival pittance. I love the sudden and desperate, we gotta work together, like the last plea of a villain in a movie. Please don't kill me. We could be unstoppable together.
Pathetic. But the biggest loss of capital here will be the human capital of young men who are sitting and staring at their phone and watching the price of Bitcoin or the price of AMC. And ask yourself, would you be better off taking that 1, 2, or 3 hours a day and working out, trying to form relationships with mentors, with romantic relationships, with people at work, getting great at something so you can be the person on the other side of the trade?
Yeah, you fucking virgins, go get laid. Only we're allowed to with the stock market.
A bunch of amateur investors, maybe even some Russian disruptors who are part of a Reddit community called Wall Street Bets.
Russia? Really? The Wall Street goons won in the end, because of course they did. The Reddit nerds winded up losing a ton of money. There is no big Avengers Endgame fight scene where we all come together and defeat Thanos. No. Thanos wins. Thanos wins every time. But at least now we know. At least now we know when something like this happens again, we know to be smarter about it, and we know what we're up against. You know, when the ruling class takes a big fat f***ing L, they're just gonna smash the emergency glass and call us all virgins. Anyway, when the Biden administration was asked about the GameStop thing, this is how they responded.
Is the White House concerned about the stock market activity we're seeing around GameStop? And have there been any conversations with the SEC about how to proceed?
Well, I'm also happy to repeat that we have the first female Treasury Secretary and a team that's surrounding her, and often questions about market we'll send to them.
I'd like to remind you all, vagina? Joe Biden's administration, I swear to God, it's like a skit I would make in a video. He's hiring a ton of diverse people into his cabinet, which of course is fine. But if you dare criticize them, even when they're absolute ghouls, like Neera Tanden, you're called racist and sexist or whatever. Senator Sinema, who just celebrated being the first woman senator of Arizona, as well as the first openly bisexual senator in our government. Now, I too am openly bisexual, and I too am openly a woman. So that's pretty neat to see, I guess. But then when it came down to vote for a $15 minimum wage, this is how she voted no. Hello, cringe department. Love to do a quirky little Fortnite dance while f***ing over the pores. Just f***ing millions of men and women. Truly our bisexual queen. And of course, here comes the damage control. Right on time. It's apparently sexist to make comments about a female senator's body language. It's not sexist to deny millions of women a living wage. It is sexist to criticize someone for denying millions of women a living wage. Identity politics will almost always be used as a weapon to defend the elite. Remember that. Cyberbullying politicians is not a crime. And if it is, arrest me. Wait, no, don't. I don't want to be handcuffed and maced in the back of a cop car like that 8-year-old girl. We are coming very close to the anniversary of the murder of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. But don't worry, guys, we finally got it. Police brutality is no more. I know you know something bad is coming, but you're not ready for this. Are you sit down. Introducing this. Just the fact that they're in the back of a police car. Unreal. Imagine being black, being slammed onto the concrete in a chokehold while Martin Luther King smiles at you. Nightmare world. And God forbid you call the cop choking you out on the concrete a f***ing pig or something. Kentucky bill would make it a crime to insult a police officer. You hear that? Don't you dare hurt the state's feelings. Feds are people too, okay? They're not robots. Unless... Hey, remember when we were advocating to defund the police and everyone was like, nah? $75,000 robot police dog.
John Jay College professor Keith Taylor says robots like DigiDog are changing the way to police. And following a year of social unrest, Taylor predicts the 70-pound DigiDog, decked out with lights and cameras, will soon be utilized more often.
What makes people abuse robots? A new study suggests the way we treat robots says a lot about ourselves. Hitchbot, a robot attempting a cross-country trek from New York to California in 2015, never got beyond Philadelphia, where it was dismembered by an unknown assailant. A few years later, a robot in San Francisco that had been programmed to prevent homeless encampments was attacked, perhaps unsurprisingly, by homeless people themselves. Keep it up, kings! A robot programmed to prevent homeless encampments. The absolute audacity of this dystopia. This is apparently the anti-homeless robot. Butt plug looking ass. Baldo looking ass. One of these apparently ran over a toddler in a mall and they got rid of it, and then all the drama died down and they put it back in the mall. Even the robot cops get to keep their jobs afterwards. Why spend money actually helping homeless people when we can instead spend it on creating whole ass robots to with them. As I'm working on this video, Texas is currently frozen solid. Somebody needs to teach Joe Biden to work the weather machine. And of course, Texas isn't prepared for that. They don't have the proper infrastructure. So people have been without electricity or water for days. And what is Twitter's reaction? Nature making life miserable for Republicans. Yes, it is freaking good. Don't get me wrong, my heart bleeds for what Texans are going through right now, but the mean girl in me says you get the government you deserve, and they have voted Republican across the board for the last 20 years. Vote for the GOP, get the shaft. They're all racist Nazis. Almost 6 million people voted for Trump in hate. Now they want us to sympathize? LOL, okay no, enjoy karma. Normal sh**. I don't know about you, but I don't really care if someone lives in a red state. I don't think it's karma for them to freeze to death. I don't know, maybe you people are right. Maybe I'm too soft on conservatives, but I just don't like this smug-ass
we will
attitude.
prevail.
And sometimes I'm scared a lot of these people don't know that the policies that they advocate for will also help the bad people. Speaking of bad people, Ted Cruz, senator from Texas, as his state was frozen solid, basically looked around his state and was like, damn, that sucks. Good luck. And f***ed off to Mexico. People were mocking him so badly that he winded up buying a ticket and flying back home. But Twitter liberals were not the real bad people. And Ted Cruz is not the baddest of the bad people. Let me introduce you to the baddest of the bad people. Companies hiking up the prices of necessities during an emergency. It's like when I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and just when it was about to rain, I would hike up the umbrella prices from like $20 to $100. Except this is real life and not Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's like the Mad Max universe where the powerful are hoarding water. Except it's not the Mad Max universe. Or is it? Water is joining gold, oil, and other commodities traded on Wall Street, highlighting worries that the life-sustaining natural resource may become scarce. I can't say what I want to say, so I'm gonna let Bill Burr say it.
You know what I mean? There's a guy from Nestle that doesn't think water is a human right. I mean, that guy should be hunted down and shot. Yeah. Right?
This is how you know when things get bad, they're just gonna f*** off to space. They're already building luxury space hotels. Speaking of f***ing shit up and leaving, this was recently posted in an article on Foreign Affairs about the Afghanistan and Iraq war. It's one paragraph, but I just had to throw it in here. That Americans refer to the relatively low-cost military involvements in Afghanistan and Iraq as forever wars is just the latest example of their intolerance for the messy and unending business of preserving a general peace and acting to forestall threats. Folks, for the relatively low cost of $3 trillion, you too could waste 20 years destroying the lives of millions of people and bombing a children's hospital. I love the intolerance part. Yes, we need to address waraphobia, the next victim of cancel culture. War. The F-35 program will cost $1.5 trillion. Is it worth it? $1.5 trillion down the drain. Damn! $6,000 stimulus checks right there. How much does it cost to cancel all student debt? $1.6 trillion? Good thing money's not real. My roads look like this. So Saudi Arabia's gender studies program could look like this. My hospital bills look like this. So Syria could look like this. Pain. Agony. Even. Suffering, if you will. Tormenting, if you feel so inclined. Misery, for instance. It's time. I know what I have to do, Ollie. But it's not gonna be pretty. I need your help.
thou who sleeps in stone and clay, heed this call, rise up, obey. Trek on through the mortal door, assemble flesh, and walk once more.
There's something in those trees.
Oh, Chat Chan, you are the best, Chat. Momo Coo.
The president is constantly lying and spreading conspiracy theories every day. It's getting worse.
Stop playing games with my heart. My heart. My heart. Stop playing games with
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here, Button. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Hold on to those sex tears.
I've been waiting to open this guy. I thought I'd just do it now. Damn, this looks good. Look how these things are art. These things are high art.
Bro, it's very kind of you to say that. Thank you.
Nerderotic.com.
we'll just start. Hey,
Okay.
Hey, and I'll tell the story. Jeremy just asked me a question. Did I accidentally go live? Well, I meant to go live, and my internet was being funky, and it was so funky that, the delay, when the stream goes live, the camera's live, and there's a delay. It caught the delay from like 20 minutes ago, so I'm like fucking doing all this shit, and everybody's like, "You're live, dude. You're live." And then it wouldn't cut off, right? I couldn't cut it off because then my internet died, and they're like, "We can hear you typing." And I'm like, how? So yeah, that's how it started. So maybe I got all my boomer-isms out of the way. Welcome to Friday Night Tights. My name is Gary Beekler. I come to you from nerdrotic.com. And we got a hell of a show for you today. And I know things have been so harmonious particularly in our sphere with our fandom. It's just been kumbaya over the last week, and it's been great. It's been great. And that's all because, Jeremy ruined everything. Hi,
That's
Jeremy.
right.
How you doing?
And I just changed my name. I am the producer. I produce every video that you hate on the internet. Hold me responsible. Hold me individually responsible. I am the producer.
Yeah, because there isn't, there isn't enough attention going your way. So, I saw that you produced 96 videos. Is it more than that? That was a lot.
I produced
like 183 of Jeremy from the Quarterings videos.
Yeah, Jeremy.
that was just from the last week, right?
The Quartering. I've produced 194 videos on the Quarterings channel from 2019 to 2021. Even though we just spoke for the first time ever privately like a week ago, but I've been producing his content. I am responsible for all of it. It is crazy, dude. They put me as a producer for Star Wars Explained. Get the fuck out of here. So I saw someone, and by the way, and again, nothing against Star Wars Explained other than he's a little bitch, but nothing against him. Have nothing against Star Wars Explained just being a little bitch. But someone tagged him, his wife, and his Twitter account and said, "Hey, I need to talk with your producer, Jeremy. So if you guys can get me in contact with him." And I know they were pissed about that. But yeah, just nonsense, man. Nonsense. But I don't like attention. So I'm kind of new to this whole getting attention. So I'll try to talk about myself in the third person a little more just to expand that ego. But I am the producer.
Yeah. I didn't think it was possible, but and like I said before, I mean, you said it was 196 videos for the Quartering. That's just from the last week. So
why aren't you only producing half of his videos?
Yeah, no, that's what I got to figure that out. That's a problem. That is a big problem. So only half. Why only half? And that's only in the past week. So I've been a pretty busy guy, to say the least. Unbelievable. Now I'm going to be I'm going to get producer credits for Ricada and Chrissy now. So heck yeah.
And in this show,
moving up. I don't pay well though, so sorry.
Shockingly enough, neither does the Quartering. I've not seen a dime from any of those 194 episodes.
Not even a quarter?
Not even a quarter.
No way. Damn.
Hi, Odin. What are we eating today?
Oh, we've got some more of that naked pizza. We are getting close to the end of Lent, but naked pizza again today.
So just to be clear, by naked, you mean no pepperoni?
Actually, this is completely naked. It is just bread.
It's just dough?
It's just bread.
Why?
And because I peel. So yesterday we have pizza. I eat it. And then
why
I take
even fucking eat it at that point?
Off, and so then it becomes naked pizza. And so essentially it's remnants of sauce and bread. It's delicious.
Why not just
the man who loved God so much that he gave up Twitter but not social media. He gave up pepperonis but not pizza.
Why not just get naked and eat a pizza?
One I've ever seen in my life, dude.
It's delicious though.
Well, I don't understand.
And people like the naked pizza, man. They love it. It's what the people want. It's what gets the people going. All right.
Understand.
Also, by the way, currently taking people voting for the Raven Awards, my boycott of the Oscars. So I'll post that link in the chat if you want to vote. Appreciate it. You guys rock.
You rock, Odin. Thanks, buddy. Welcome. Hello, baby boy. Hi, Ryan Kinnell.
Hi.
How you doing?
Shout out Terry Chan for the excellent intro today. You know, I'm used to having old videos used against me over the past few weeks, cut up and split up a little bit to paint me in an incredibly bad light from the crazy cat women. at Rewriting Ripley, but I didn't think it was going to happen from our very own Perry Chan, but I guess I should have known better by now. Let's see what else is going on with me. I watched Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 2. I don't know if you guys realize this. Falcon's black.
What?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you noticed, but they made it a point to repeat that multiple times. Even the cops noticed it. So that's a little bit of a spoiler.
Now was that from episode 2?
Shut up.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay, that's fucked up, dude, because I haven't seen it yet, and I'm not trying to get spoilers. I was on the fence. I'm like, is he black? I have not been told yet. So fuck you, Ryan, for spoiling a pivotal plot point. This is bullshit that you do this.
Thank you for spoiling your joke. I like it.
I mean, you're just I assume you're assuming his race rather than actually, they don't dox his ancestry.com results or anything here. So you're just going off of your inherent misogynistic assumptions about race. That's what's happening. You're judging by looks, not by what's on the inside. Which is
maybe he's Dominican. You never know.
I assume by the end of this series, Bucky will indeed be inside of him, Nick. So that's what I think will happen. That's the route they're going.
That's a beautiful love story.
Some vibranium fisting. I don't. Did I just take it to a dark place? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
And they're both saying Steve's name. I believe that's how it's going to work.
Do you think Falcon might identify as a tree? I mean, we're just assuming.
I don't know, but I'm just actually trying to process how homoerotic this episode's been already. From the intro to the discussion points by Ryan, right up until this present moment, right up until the segregation of Chris here down at the bottom there, get those girl lurgies away and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think they're going to fuck. Wait, what was the question?
I forgot what I said.
I was very grateful to be streaming on Wednesday and to receive messages saying, "Hey, Az, can you text Gary and tell him that he's streaming, please?"
Az is my assistant.
Yeah. Messages on your own stream, trying to tell people that somebody else.
That's as good as when I get messages like, "Hey, I really love your stuff. Could you, could you get a message to Az or Quarter Black or Jeremy or like I'm everybody's secretary?"
I actually got tagged in that as well. I got tags on Twitter. It's like, "Tell Gary he's streaming. We can hear him typing." Instead of reaching out, I just asked for a link. So,
thank Jeremy as well for all the executive producing that he's been doing for me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
29 episodes of Heel versus Babyface, I believe, that you've done to date, which is incredible stuff. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no, you've been doing a pretty good job. But we'll talk more. I do want to tell everyone that Gary now has a Discord. Yes, Gary has a Discord. Krista is going to drop a link. It's ready to go. It only took about 2 weeks for Gary to give.
A week. It took a week. Come on, let's not over exaggerate.
But Krista is going to drop a link to the Discord right there, and you guys can go join that.
What is a Discord link? I
have no idea.
I don't understand.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're getting an open Discord?
Yeah, sure.
Good job, Nick. Yep.
I'm very sorry for your cancer diagnosis. Really rough to hear about that.
Oh boy.
He's got the ladies from G&G are gonna run it, so it'll be all right. Gary has no idea what's going on with Discord, which I still don't know half of what's going on Discord either.
Yeah, Nick's very well aware of certain communities that that use Discord quite a bit. So.
Oh yeah, no, we've got. Well, I know that Siobhan's got a lot of spam, like defense on our Discord because we've been spammed a lot from a lot of people. Shockingly enough, people hate me on the internet. I know.
I have no idea why.
Wait,
I know.
I've got a Lego thing in the way. I can just get it out the way and move my arm over here and press this. That shocks me. Or have I fucking muted the noises coming from the soundboard now?
Yeah, I can't we can't hear anything.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
I thought something was going to happen. Oh my god.
I was like, did I miss something?
Now I wonder what it was. Like now I'm really curious as to what sound it was going to be.
We need to set that up again. Jeez, it's like it's spreading.
You can hear when I play a fucking video. You can hear when I try and sneak onto a video game, but play my fucking soundboard, which is linked up to everything how it should be. Oh no, you can't hear the fucking soundboard.
I'll eat your ass.
Just rumored it, man.
I will eat your ass.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
We have two special guests today, and thanks both of you for coming on. We're going to start out with Nick Rekieta. How are you, sir?
Hey, good man. Thanks for having me back on. I've been waiting. I've been petitioning. I've been standing naked outside of your house. All of those things. So I'm glad it finally got through. But yeah, I'm happy to be here.
I have all the footage for later, for whatever I need it for, and I appreciate you asking so much and practically stalking me. But eventually a space opens up when we can't find anybody else, and we just bring you on in.
That's what she said.
I almost hit the damn wrong button on that one. And we have.
Do not press the X button.
I did. I won't. I don't even have it near me. Odin is. But if I see the red X, I just want to press it. Hi, Chrissy Meyer. Welcome to the show. I got to talk to you for the first time on a quartering live stream after what was I'm so many.
Oh God! Right, that was such an epic show.
It was Gina Carano.
Yeah.
It was the Gina Carano, tribute live stream, and I slowly got so hammered. Like by the end, it was like you hang up, no, you hang up. But I had like 4 White Claws, and I was bombed. And I was like, I'm sorry if I probably was hitting on everybody, so apologies. And I brought my own soundboard.
Nice.
Been outdone by a mobile fucking phone.
It's just called Rap Horn. That's literally the whole app.
Oh, wow.
Rap Horn. Yep.
I think you had everybody at
right now.
Oh, it also has this noise.
Okay. You can interpret that in a lot of ways.
I think it's from Roblox.
It is.
Yeah.
God, it's the most fucking annoying noise on the planet because my kids are all like, they're all walking around the house going, oof, oof, oof. Like, ah!
Yeah.
Okay, I just put rap in and it came up with rape alarm.
What did it sound like?
That's what that was, right?
Rape alarm.
I'm actually seriously thinking about downloading it just to find out.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I do it. I do it. It's your phone. I mean,
okay.
Won't hurt us.
Just so I know, where to run to save the day. I want to know what it sounds like. I've never heard the rape alarm before.
Well,
I hope it doesn't sound like an ice cream truck.
Well, if Twitter was
that's just my regular alarm going off, by the way.
Wake up.
If Twitter was the world, then there's like groups of hundreds of people waiting to fight a Nazi who comes around the corner or a rapist or anything. But it's not. It's not. Let's see who's here. We have the Modrotics and Eric K. And thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you guys. What do we got? We got Jake D. We got How's Your Father? We got Brosdin 1138. We got Slacker 2386. We got Mecha J. Dark Lightning. Daniel Rowan Ginger Raven. God, that's weird. 2 Rowans in a row.
A ginger one as well.
Yeah, and a ginger one. Ginger side is real, by the way. Daniel, Ensign, Red Shirt Ricky. It's Anya. Daniel, I already said that one. Mike Hunt's here. Mike Hunt is here. Thank God. Thank God. Where's Phil McCrevis? Krista Nova, thanks for making the Discord, and she's got the Discord link right there. Infected Goat 777, Daddy Dreet. I'm looking for the Ryan Kinnell's small penis or whatever.
Oh man, what was that one yesterday on Chris's birthday stream? She almost read it. Did you hear something about?
I must have missed that one.
It was something about drinking your own cum or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was so
God. They just need to get more and more fucking shocking at this point because the joke's gone on for a month and a fucking half. At least this motherfucker, whoever's running that fucking account, at least this motherfucker sent me one super chat. So thank you. Thank you for the one super chat on my stream. Ryan Kinnell's raging 3-inch hard on or whatever the fuck your name is now. Oh, thank you.
I had yesterday, Ryan. Fuck it, I gotta read this out verbatim, otherwise I'll never forgive myself.
Yeah.
Monetization, membership. No, super.
Monetization is gone for this stream.
Yeah,
To be fair, we did go 3 minutes without saying rape, so there you go. That's a new record.
Rape wanted me to put my phone number in, and I was just like, it's gonna link it to the police. I'm gonna play it, and then the police are gonna locate my phone. They're gonna knock at the door and go, "Are you being raped?" And I gotta go, ooh, kind of.
You actually got the wrong one, as you got the one for when you start raping, you hit it so that the police show up and stop you.
That's the one they introduced in all those European countries to stop the migrant problem.
Ryan's radical leftover honeycomb.
What the
What?
which is beautiful, can I just say, for the record, and it's always nice to know the flavor first.
Oh my.
There you go.
Okay, where were we? Mike Hunt is here. Phil McCrevis, Hungry Ewok,
McCrevis.
Andrew 46 John 42, Ivan Ivanovich, and Olaf von S. Welcome everyone to Friday Night Tights. So yeah, it's been quite a week. Well, actually, since the whole Gina Carano thing, it's been kind of nonstop stupid. Well, maybe for the last 4 years. But, I mean, it just seems like it's kind of leveled up a little bit. And we had the rewriting Ripley ladies get caught. They got caught. I guess there was some consequences for trying to go after, somebody's platform, going after taking food out of my kid's mouth, man. That's what they're doing. Motherfuckers. Yeah. And they're doing it with, that blog that we went over, it had IST in there over 180 times. I attributed that to about 40 words that actually had the spelling of IST in it. If you take that out, it was 140 times either misogynist or supremacist or racist was mentioned. And an association with Jeremy's name, Ryan's mostly, Jeremy from the quartering. I got mentioned. I think Echo Base Network got mentioned in that, right?
Yeah, because Mark Hamill shared their alt-right propaganda.
Yes.
Yeah. Of Star Wars fans happy about having Luke Skywalker on the screen. That's the alt-right propaganda that they shared. That's the logic we're dealing with at this point.
Yeah, and I guess
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't get mentioned at all.
You didn't do enough fuck Kathleen Kennedy videos, as so.
Yeah, you gotta get those numbers up.
Rookie numbers.
Those numbers up.
As are you?
I will say respect to Mike Zero for 250 Kathleen Kennedy videos. He's probably made about 17 more since then.
His thumbnail, he has one of Kathleen Kennedy doing the OK sign that is just fucking perfect. Like it is. I gotta find that one actually.
It's so good.
Az, are you a little disappointed that you weren't part of it?
No, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'm okay not to be associated with a bunch of radicalized alt-right white supremacist Nazis. I'm okay with that.
If you're not alt-right, you're alt-wrong.
Yeah.
Hey!
Soundboard.
Yeah, ready with that one.
See, that's what I was
rap horn. You gotta get the rap horn.
Quick. Just imagine if you would. No, I mean, oh God, no, it's a horrible image.
Thing is loud.
I'm wondering why I didn't get producer credit for Mike Zero. It's because they looked at it and said, "There's no way. There's no way he could produce like 2,000 videos in a 3-week span." I think they were probably like, that's the line. Like he couldn't do that. I'm really disappointed I didn't get producer credit for Mike Zero.
Wow.
I think they just didn't have faith in your ability to produce such good content.
That's true too. That is fantastic content.
Yeah,
right there.
you know,
That's next level.
It's
next
Mahler,
level.
Critical Drinker, Mike Zero, right up there. You know. I think I did see you produce some Critical Drinker.
Yeah, they have Critical Drinker. They didn't have
Well
Mahler
done.
in there. They didn't have Mahler in there, but they had Critical Drinker. I don't know why. I've been on with Mahler more than I've been on with Critical Drinker. So I don't know what they're. Again, I'm applying logic to something that has no logic.
No, and this whole thing doesn't have any logic. That's why it's sometimes. Yeah, I was on Viva Frey and Barnes, their sidebar live stream, and we were discussing stating the obvious, which is something you have to do on YouTube quite often. Took me a while to figure it out because, it's surprising to some people sometimes. So when we have these young ladies who are peripherally involved with Disney, I don't want to say their names. I know what I've read. Ryan, did one of them work for the Avengers video game or the company that made the Avengers video game?
One of the people involved does work at Square Enix, who is making the Marvel's Avengers game, which is linked to Disney. But you also have some other very clear connections. You have Pablo Hidalgo following this account. It's now been shared by Story Group member Matt Martin, by racist bitch Justina Ireland, by Daniel Jose Older. Those people are involved in the High Republic. You also have the social media manager for Disney in direct contact with this person last year, who, interestingly enough, the social media manager at Disney does have a lot of the accolades associated with them that the person who actually wrote that article has, whereas none of the women who have been identified, none of them have done Webbies, none of them have done anything like that. But there is a lot of connections going on out there, and it is very clear that Lucasfilm wants this to happen, and Lucasfilm is supporting and spreading this libelous fucking garbage.
Yeah, no, there is no doubt. I mean, again, one of the people that was following that account, I've had direct contact with them before I criticized The Last Jedi. And then all of a sudden they couldn't, publicly or privately be linked to me anymore. But you've seen these High Republic people retweeting it. Why would Lucasfilm employees know about this account with what at the time 200 or 300 followers at the time when they launched this video, and suddenly you've got Lucasfilm employees retweeting it, and they say it the way they were saying it. This looks interesting. It's just like the words they were using. It was just like, oh, I just happened to stumble across this. This looks interesting. It's bullshit. These Lucasfilm employees are pieces of
already
shit.
Following before the article dropped, by the way.
Pablo Hidalgo was?
Before the article even dropped.
You say Pablo was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the first I've heard that. That's interesting.
It's not surprising though.
That's the magic of Twitter's algorithm, baby. It's predictive. It knows. They told Pablo early. Twitter, of course, not. Now wait, I got to clear something up here because I'm confused. Is this a charity stream?
This is not a charity stream.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because
here, so it's not. So
okay, I wasn't sure because Gary called them ladies, and I saw their pictures, and so I thought maybe we were on a charity stream. Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh boy!
Oh, see where I thought we were going was I thought you were about to disassociate. That's where I thought we were going.
No, I disassociate with all charity streams by default, but I specifically and intentionally associate with anybody who's hated. So I need a little bit. I need that to wash up. People love me everywhere I go, so I need to balance it out with some hate pills coming in.
We were born for the hunt.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's kind of a charity for me, but I think
an
the old man Gary charity
yeah.
stream, yes.
My life
save up for retirement,
Yeah.
charity begins at home, Gary. There you go.
It really does. Well, that's my wife. Yeah, never mind. There's a bad joke there. I don't want to say. She's watching. Hi, honey. Love you. Yeah, so it's been nuts since the Gina Carano thing. And when it initially happened, I didn't really think there was any Disney connections. I just thought it was another feminist podcast, and we need that like we need a hole in our head. And then There was. So I wasn't surprised. Now, we were accused by another YouTuber of like, pushing some narrative that a Disney PR firm was involved or some shit like that. I never said that. But I wouldn't be surprised. At this point because we're being effective. Why else would Warner Brothers be, different company, but why would they be scared shitless of geeks and gamers? I think that's our big takeaway from this that I've been kind of focusing on all week. And so we have round 2 today. I don't think there wasn't a blog associated with it. I just found out before the podcast, actually. And I don't think we want to go over it just yet. It's probably terrible, but I don't know if any of you guys listened to any of it.
Yes. It's literally just going over the article. Like that's what it's doing. The 2 women that fabricated all of this fucking fake ass data to try to prove that The Last Jedi isn't actually very divisive, guys. Look at Twitter. People on Twitter love The Last Jedi. People on YouTube hate it. It's because YouTubers are alt-right. Yeah, that is basically the entire fucking podcast, as well as
that is fucking perfect logic.
As well as dwelling on the fucking everything in the past with Gamergate, talking about Andrew Breitbart and Milo Yiannopoulos. I did not hear them name drop us at all yet. I think that's probably coming in part 3. But I know at the end they talked about monetization. So you know where it's at. They got to feed their cats. Because, if they were to die, the cats will literally fucking eat them because no one else loves them. So they need to feed their cats. So I understand. Please go give Rewriting Ripley as much money as you possibly can. Give them all the clicks so the cats don't go hungry.
Well, we don't want the cats to go hungry. We don't want dead pussy. We don't want that blood on our hands. Hold on.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be nasty.
Okay.
I'm just trying to insert a little bit of logic. If they don't get the clicks and the ladies that smell of cat piss die, then the cats actually get to feed. So wouldn't the logical thing be just to let nature take its course?
Nature finds a way.
Life finds a way.
The universe will tends to unfold as it should. It'll take care of it. Hopefully they I don't know.
They'll go for your eyes first,
not
ladies.
Be Raylos.
Cats just love eyes. Woo.
But it was Raylos.
And Raylos are weird.
And so
I've been saying that for a little while now.
Raylos are the American Fujoshi, and it's fucking disturbing.
I don't know.
Is that a fucking anime joke?
Yeah.
It's not an anime joke. It's an anime reality. So Fujoshi's.
Here come the anime recommendations, everybody.
Yeah. Send Chrissy your anime husbando recommendations.
Attack on Titan.
No, so the Fujoshis, they're like, there's a subsect of them. It basically means dirty woman or something, or filthy woman. But there's a subset of them who take 2 male anime characters and ship them together as if they're in a gay relationship, right? And they'll do this with male and female characters too. But that's what it is. It's like they're unsatisfied with Kylo Ren and Rey not producing little mutant babies or whatever, so they had to create this fiction. But that's what they do in anime all the time. It's like this anime isn't satisfying because these 2 men aren't fucking. They're brothers. Well, they should be anyway. It's like, oh.
All right, so that's supernatural then. You've just basically explained. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rey and mutant babies, I found the thumbnails I was looking for, Gary, and one extra one too.
The chat has went crazy with anime. Holy shit! Holy
you
shit!
are welcome.
You should be Discord right now.
Dude, like the busiest forum on GamesGamers.com has been anime since the moment we launched the site. Like it's crazy. So Gary is very excited about all these anime recommendations. He's very excited.
I am.
There's an anime section on the Discord. So if you wanted more reason to join Gary's Discord, there is an anime section.
If you are not getting this guy to watch Redo of Healer, you are failing.
I am not going to watch Redo of Healer. I've been watching what you guys said about it, and that's enough. That's good.
So we have 3 thumbnails. These are 3 example thumbnails from Mike Zero, which are the reason you should subscribe to Mike Zero. This doesn't look like an alt-right pipeline. I don't know what you're talking about, Rewriting Ripley. There's Daisy Ridley with the duck face, okay sign. Kathleen Kennedy, this is my favorite one.
Wow, is that real?
It's such a bad fucking Photoshop. Look at how fucking bad her goddamn neck is.
It looks like a man's neck.
And then, but my favorite was one I found while scrolling through. I like this one.
Oh shit!
So, really, Kathleen Kennedy has been the alt-right pipeline all along.
Oh, Mike Zero doesn't give a single fuck.
Stop right there. You should go no further.
Yeah.
The title of that should have been Kathleen Kennedy stops white supremacy with that.
I don't even want to do it.
I had never heard of this guy till the other day.
What?
And
You've never heard of Mike Zero?
Till the other day, and then I looked at his channel, and I went through a roller coaster of emotions just reading all the titles. I'm like, oh my God, she's fired. No, she's back. No, she's fired again. Now she's quitting. Now she's in retirement. Jesus Christ. What's Kathleen Kennedy doing next? I didn't know what to do. By the end of it, I was just sitting there in a pile of my own semen. I don't even know how it happened.
The bad thing is literally every one of those videos contains the same exact content. Literally the same exact content.
Amazing. It's like, God, I wish I could do this. This guy has to make a fortune. I wish I could manage this.
Whenever I
not
first
having any shame.
There's none.
Look, I don't have to imagine very hard for that.
No, he takes it to a different level. You know.
Whenever I first started getting traction on YouTube, I had like 20 or 30,000 subs, and I was just talking Star Wars, and someone mentioned Mike Zero, so I just typed it up while I'm live, and I was like, oh, okay, well, Mike Zero's covering it, and he's got a pretty big YouTube channel, must be a pretty respected voice in the community. Holy fuck. That chat turned on me in a quick, like, he is not respected. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's just a wave of people just like, what are you talking about? I was like, I didn't know. I've never heard of the guy. So, yeah. Mike Zero is a meme.
Chrissy,
it's great.
Mike Zero is a Star Wars. I don't know if you know. Is a Star Wars YouTuber. He comes out with 4 or 5 videos a day, or.
And he says that he's got all these sources, right?
Yeah,
But none
yeah.
of them are true. He just like just talks out of his ass.
He found
Yeah, he literally says things, but
he was at Lucasfilm in his car, and then he walked into the car park and found a USB stick. all the secrets of Star Wars on it.
That's where they keep him, on a USB in a parking lot.
Yeah, just dropped in a parking lot. Yeah,
And somehow they've kept on updating throughout the past 3 years. That USB just gets new information every day.
It's like Scientology. There's just another level which gets added to every few weeks, you know?
Yeah.
We found another scroll in El
It's on a timed decryption algorithm, you bigot. Oh my God. I can't believe you don't understand this.
Miarthico.
Have any of you guys met him ever or like talked to him?
No.
We've tried.
We've tried. Drunk 3PO has tried so many times, and he will not respond.
I know someone who knew him like at least a little bit and got into a big beef with him because he fucking like Mike Zero just like trashed his girlfriend at the time. It blew up into a fucking huge thing. But Mike Zero is not the fucking kind-hearted robotic personality that you see behind the screen. He's actually a fucking piece of shit. So that's what I've been led to believe.
No, he can't collect boulders too, can he?
It was funny, like Mike Zero, he has a Facebook page because I remember like a year ago I went it. He purged it since, but I went to his Facebook page where he shared all his videos, and like every response was like a picture of like his profile picture, but instead of Mike Zero on the shirt, it just says Mike Zero is an F slur. Like every single response was like that. But eventually he just did delete all of those, which was sad because I liked it. Memories.
Pork-based products.
Orlando Svabo for 75 Canadian pesos says, "Hail Friday Night Tights. Well, guys, you all say you want to see someone something new come up that is pure entertainment instead of start your engines for an early teaser? LOL, what? Gentlemen. That's what it said. Instead of start your engines for an early teaser. LOL, gentlemen. Check your email. So you sent an email of a project you did?
I know what they're talking about. I know what they're talking about. Yeah, they did send an email about some project that they're working on. We wonder if we were interested in reviewing it.
I got that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I haven't responded yet because I'm an asshole, but yeah, I did get it.
Okay.
So.
We will check it out. Thank you for the 75 Canadian pesos. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got a $100 one here. Hang on, another.
You got several $100
Oh
ones.
my lord, I do.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Storyman Jack, $100.
Wow.
Texas Moving Fun. Since I've stopped watching anything from studios, this community keeps me sane. Happy birthday, Spock. Happy birthday, Spock.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, and William Shatner just had his birthday. 90 years old. The man is a god. We love the Shat. Thank you, Storyman Jack.
He looks great for 90, man.
Dude, yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean, there's a lot of work that's gone into that, but
well,
still.
yeah, I mean, of course.
But his voice sounds like a younger man still. It doesn't. It's not like, and I'm 90 years old.
Patrick
you know?
Stewart.
His voice doesn't sound dry.
Yeah, he's like, I'm 90 years old, motherfucker.
He's also, according to Heavy.com, his plan is to live forever as a holographic AI.
Oh God, I love him even more now.
As long as he can still tweet, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well,
unlike Odin.
The guy looks like he could still like get laid too. I mean, like we were just comparing him to Patrick Stewart, who looked like he was dying on the screen during Picard season 1. I'm so sorry for everything. God.
I'm so sorry for being white and male.
Yeah. Whereas Shatner's like, my God, my dick has never been more virile.
Shatner's definitely still clapping cheeks, no doubt about that.
Yeah. He's like 5th divorce last year.
Yeah. As soon as they turn 50, he's fucking done. So
I don't have time for these broads.
Refresh. Yeah.
No, I mean Hugh Hefner, he was blue pilling all the way to the end, baby. He was blue pilling all the way to the end. That guy was he was not giving up on that.
Oh, he died with a boner. You know he did. Deucey for $99.99. Whoa!
Thank you.
Sorry, Father Christopher Miller. Hi, Gary. As a fan of Friday Night Tights, I want to thank you and the panel for all you do. Is there any way that I can get a legal definition from Nick? What is an anime futa, and how does Nick prefer his? Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, you nailed it. Well, the legal definition of futa is it is a buxom young lass with a giant penis.
Oh.
And the question is, do you prefer her with balls or no balls?
Oh.
And of course, my answer is balls. I mean, if you're gonna have a giant penis sticking out of a woman, there should be a fleshy pouch with a pair of testicles in there. I don't know how to do it any other way.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with Nick.
That would look just wrong. It would. You might as well just go all the way.
Is the penis instead of the vagina?
I don't know if it's instead of or with it or maybe coming out of it. I mean, who cares? It can go any way, really.
Futa? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is that fat upper trans area?
No, it's not. It's not an acronym. There are plenty of futa acronyms, but no, it's futanari. It's an abbreviation.
Oh. Jeremy, this is why you're trying to get me into anime, this weird fucking shit.
Look, all I know is I watched Attack on Titan and it's fucking awesome. That's all I know. I don't know anything else, but Attack on Titan is fucking awesome. That's my only exposure. I have anime cred. Look, I have anime cred. I swear. It's so fucking good.
Is it an
I just saw the message, God has left the chat. I don't know what that means.
He'll be back.
The idea that God was ever here to begin with is a farce.
He's just going to rub one out to a futa. He'll be back.
We have Father Christopher Miller in the chat. That is as close as we will get to God in the chat. Father Christopher Miller actually tagged me on Twitter after I made fun of Odin not even eating pepperonis, and he's like, hey, Ryan, just so you know, this is why us Catholics don't eat pepperonis on Friday. And I felt ashamed.
As you should.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned.
Yes.
Get a little of that Catholic guilt in you.
Yeah, I feel like I need to fucking kneel down and whip myself a couple times.
Not since the Middle Ages, son.
Holy fuck, this chat is on fire over anime. Holy fuck.
I told you, man. Dude, the Discord is just...
Is it a good time for me to plug that Ivan is doing an anime show for geeksandgamers.com premium? There you go. And Krista will be there. X-Ray Girl, Mark the Cyborg. The anime's fucking insane, dude. These people have made some recommendations that, I mean, I'll watch some fucked up shit on the internet, but the things I'm hearing about anime are scaring even me.
No, redo the healer. Redo the healer episode 2 is pretty fucked. Like,
No, the funny thing is, right now you're about to get 75 messages saying, "Ryan, Redo's super tame. You should watch."
Here's a screen.
You're telling me a dude who just spent I watched this dude spend an entire episode getting butt fucked and throat fucked and all this shit so some people could acquire his powers.
Yeah.
Then at the end of it, he decides to do all the same shit that got done to him to some fucking woman. And at one point he's holding like a hot metal rod and he's like, "Which rod do you want, huh?" And it's fucking like fucking slapping her with his dick and shit.
Odin
You're telling me
is
that's tame?
Odin is praying
It's
right
called
now.
the cycle of abuse.
I'm just seeing someone's already in the Discord for memes put Odin hearing about Futa, and it's just me like...
Oh, my. Damn.
This is the thing that Yellow Flash was reviewing, wasn't it?
Yeah, we review it every Saturday on Yellow Flash's stream. It's fucking great.
I watched episode 2 because Lethal Lightning forced me to.
I'll skip it. I'm good. I'll just watch you guys talk about it. Hey. But thanks for the $99.99 Deucey. We appreciate it. Here is
Thanks for the $99.99. Now let's go back to the man rape throat fucking.
Yes, I know. What am I supposed to do? And now a word from our sponsor.
I would go no balls. I've been giving it a lot of thought. I would go no balls because
No balls.
at least then you could pretend that like she's wearing a strap on or something. I don't know.
Kind of work it out in your mind.
No.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it sounds like
if
Nick's
you could-
committed.
Honestly, like, listen, if I could just have a fucking big ass cock and no balls, I would be all down for that. Like, if you wouldn't have to worry about getting hit in the balls, you wouldn't have to worry about fucking sitting down and adjusting. But if we didn't need balls, I'd be down for that.
Oh, you were saying for you. I'm sitting here listening to you say, "Look, if I could have a cock and no balls, I'm with it." And I'm like, "Oh my Jesus."
Yeah. Sorry, I meant for myself.
$100 chat. Now back to Ryan, who says he'd rather have no balls than a cock.
Hey, we got another super chat for $100. Mikey Gussler. Okay, does anybody want to guess what Mikey wants to talk about?
The Snyder Cut.
Yes.
The Snyder Cut.
What's up, Mikey?
Chrissy Teigen leaving Twitter. No.
Was she?
Right.
We'll get to that in a minute.
She's gone.
Because I read your tweet on that, and I was not understanding completely. But I don't know. I was watching Chrissy Teigen videos from last year. So
Were they from Josiah Rises?
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Over 1.5 million tweets to restore the Snyderverse. This story is not over and deserves to be told. We want more Henry Cavill Superman, more Ben Affleck Batman, and more Zack Snyder storytelling. If WB doesn't do this, they prove they are inept. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. They're inept, dude. Thank you for the $100, Mikey. I'm glad you got your Snyder cut. Yeah, we appreciate you, man. But I don't want to break your heart, but Warner Brothers has already done that. They are not going to continue with this. Don't get your hopes up. They have made it very clear they don't like Zack Snyder fans. I mean, shit, the CEO came out and reinforced toxic fandom. I mean, like, she's giving Kathleen Kennedy a run for her money for fucking stupid right now.
To be fair, she is not overall in charge of HBO Max. Jason Kilar is, CEO of Warner Media, and then overall HBO Max as well. So there's obviously different people. We've known this all along at Warner. But yeah, a lot of people tweeting to restore the Snyderverse, coming like all this Snyder Cut hype. And what do? They start dropping casting announcements to try to like sway it. Be like, hey, you guys, we got this Flash actor coming. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay, you don't care about that? 2 hours later, we're gonna leak another casting. Pierce Brosnan is fucking Dr. Fate. What about that? And then they drop a Suicide Squad trailer. Like, it is all about forgetting that. You know, it's so strange. This company's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I did rewatch Justice League last night just to give it another shot because clearly I don't like these movies. But Justice League is pretty good, all things considered. If you're into these Snyder movies, I mean, again, what did we learn? We learned that Zack Snyder is better at telling his, or giving his version of the story than Joss Whedon is giving Snyder's vision. So it's good if you're really into these movies, and it does end on a really interesting note that kind of makes you interested for the next chapter. And when you have that much, I mean, what were you telling me, Ryan? Like those Restore the Snyderverse was bigger than the end games.
Yeah, there were more hashtag Restore the Snyderverse tweets than there were hashtag. I forget if it was like hashtag Endgame or hashtag Avengers Endgame, but both those combined on the day of its fucking release, the biggest movie of all time until Avatar overtook it, if you're not counting Gone with the Wind. But like, that's how many interactions there were. Now, it's a lot of people tweeting multiple times. We understand how Twitter works, but at the same time, that's a pretty fucking powerful thing for a streaming service movie release.
Yep.
And it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going.
No.
You got people backstage, Gary.
You guys aren't going to stop. Hey, what's up? You got Quarter Black.
What's up?
What up?
Yeah. Where's your hat?
I lost it.
You just letting it free, bro.
Going au natural. I love it.
Look at that.
Gary, can I make an announcement? I wanted to make an announcement.
Piss me off.
He's ignoring
Christy's reaching.
women.
Yeah.
Oh, she's over there.
High five. High five.
Oh my god.
What are you
Look at him.
Get it, Quarter Black. Get it.
It's Friday.
Okay. So I wanted to make an announcement. I wanted to do this, kind of in a tasteful way.
I think taste is gone at this point. So,
But yeah, I couldn't do it. It forced my hand. I wanted to announce that Jeremy is actually producing my channel. And we're working together. He's actually done all of the videos so far.
True.
I'm just excited for us to work together and
Now,
have him as my producer.
And I wasn't really expecting that, but I would like to say that I do denounce Quarter Black Garrett. Have nothing to do with him, but I will take all of his money. So that's how we roll. So
I denounce
I'm good with that.
25% of him.
The Irish part.
Yeah. That's
just that part.
Hey, Quarter Black, I'll bring you a hat when I come see you pretty soon.
Hey.
So
do it.
There you go.
I need to put something on top of this.
Damn.
Quarter Black, do you prefer the balls with the shaft or just the shaft with your footer?
Man. I guess I'd have to say just the shaft.
These are important questions.
Guys, look, if you're swallowing the kids, it's a lie if there's no balls. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you just got the shaft, I mean, it's very focused. You don't have to focus on two different things. Very.
Yeah.
Plus, if you go to the gym, it doesn't smell as bad.
Yes, I'm thinking for myself. Like, personally, listen. I've fucking procreated all I have any desire to.
Me too, right? I'm done.
If I could,
I got my equipment.
If I could, like a fucking dog, chop them off and not have to deal with them, whatever. I just like to have my shaft. That's all I really care about at this point.
That's the most important part.
Right, you are really fighting for having no balls.
You are.
Twice you've made some
Is there
really
something you
compelling.
wanna
Are you
talk
trying
about?
to tell us something?
Yeah. What are you trying to?
Do you want to tell
I'm trying to tell you I'm tired of fucking adjusting how I'm sitting.
Tired of the sack.
I'm tired of the sack. Yeah.
Are you transitioning? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Look, just join rewriting Ripley and get rid of him already.
Yeah.
We'll say we have been virtue signaling on Geeks and Gamers lately. So Ryan, him transitioning will help us a lot right now. So I'll pay for it, Ryan. I'll pay for it. I've produced a lot of shows. I've got the money.
You know what?
Chat, just let me know.
Chat, now that we know that Ryan is his dead name, what is Ryan's new name? We need to know what Ryan's female name is.
Rihanna.
Rihanna. Rihanna Kinnell.
Yeah.
Regina.
Just call me 43%.
Hey, Jeremy.
There you go.
Jeremy.
Somebody said hashtag sack.
I know Nick likes.
Jeremy, you were just joking, but like, how many conversations in Hollywood just in the last month do you think went down just like that? Oh, you're really transitioning? That's really getting like Umbrella Academy.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, that's what they do. That's the world they're in, and that is why when I see things again, regardless if it's good or bad, when I see things that don't have identity politics in them, it elevates it, and it's not. Our standards have lowered for our entertainment because we're at a point now where if it doesn't have identity politics in it, we actually go, okay, I can look past the fact that it's probably not the greatest thing ever. That's how shitty Hollywood is because that's their mindset. It's all about this bullshit. That's all it is.
Nope. Totally agree.
Rhyniqua. I think that's my favorite one so far. Rhyniqua.
Right.
A lot of people just say Ryan, so I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, isn't that Batwoman's name?
Ryan Wilder.
Yeah.
Black Batwoman's name is Ryan Wilder.
How could we
Like,
forget?
he's already a pussy. Why change it?
Yes.
If we could get Ryan Kendall to turn
embrace
to
it fully.
a black woman, oh, dude, that's some real points.
You
right
could go
there.
by Rian at
Yeah.
that point. Yeah.
Ryan,
Get that
I'm
BIPOC
seeing,
energy going.
Ryan, I'm seeing some real opportunity here, buddy.
Yep.
I'd have to go check out some old Nick Rekieta pictures to get some tips.
Pictures?
Oh, see, yeah. Piri-chan missed an opportunity there because he picked the wrong photos to go with. I think
Those were spicy photos.
You could have been Carl Weathers.
Yeah, we could have had Arnold shooting a black man. Look, you guys aren't even close to alt-right till you get on this level.
TJ for $49.99 after seeing the videos on the whole IMDb debacle to report the lies on Jeremy's page, but then saw that I could contribute to editing it, so I took it to myself to delete as many of the lies as possible and spent about 4 hours on it. Hope it worked. Oh, wow. TJ, damn. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
That's awesome. Let's go check that out. Let's see.
Yeah, bring it up. Yeah, the IMDb thing had been out for a while, but what they did was they added to both Jeremy's, quite a bit. Somebody started these things. How long ago, Jeremy? Like a year ago? But
a couple years ago.
It's all gone. It's all gone except for the Geeks and Gamers Sports Wars part. Well, and Park Hopping's not down here at all. But yeah, Sports Wars, Geeks and Gamers, Gaming with Geeks, D-Day Cobra, and Geeks and Gamers Live is the only thing. You, sir, are fucking awesome.
TJ.
The problem is that you can just add it back. Like the fact that someone
I'm gonna add
all
them
this
back.
time. Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I got to add mine back. I mean, that's the only one that's true.
Can someone add Ryan Kendall as the producer of The Last Jedi, please? Can we fucking do that? But yeah, no, that's awesome, TJ. So right now, it's pretty factual. But didn't it have me listed as 5'1"? Someone told me that.
And
also,
they should just list just the top half of your body.
And then look at this shit. Because I don't have an IMDb Pro account, but look at this shit. So I just shared my screen. Okay.
I don't think they have plates in there.
No, well, I guess when you click for more information, multiple people said this. But look, when you go to star rank, my star rank is up 59,000 this fucking week.
Hey.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Nice.
The IMDb star meter. If you search IMDb star meter, it tells you the most searched people on IMDb. Zack Snyder's actually #1 right now.
Yeah, Gina Carano had it for a while.
Yeah.
Up 59,000. I'll take that.
Nice.
Hey, you know what? We don't have yet, guys. We probably need a picture there. Just saying. It's just a random gray NPC square. I think we could probably use a picture, guys. Suggestions for rewriting Ripley.
Yep. Hey, we have a new account name. They just donated £1. Radical Transsexual Ryan. Welcome.
Ooh.
Welcome.
Nice. Not even transgender, just transsexual.
Transsexual.
Ryan's the latest tranny on a fucking half pipe.
Oh God. What have I done?
That is a very good question. Not a lot.
No,
man.
I'm backed
cool.
by Jeremy. Jeremy produces all of my content, obviously based on IMDb. Whoever deleted that, shame on you.
But seriously, yeah, appreciate you going in there and changing that. But again,
that shows you how crazy it is. That shows you
how
easy it can be changed.
Mm-hmm. But these lunatics from rewriting Ripley, they will just go find something that was literally invented and then run with it as facts. And then you have Lucasfilm employees giving it a signal boost and then putting that, oh, look, this looks really interesting, guys. And that's how it goes. They don't qualify it or anything. You have another person backstage, Gary. But that's the internet for you, man. These people are insane.
Fucking Christ. I just got a comment on my channel. Why did you diss Mike Zero without any evidence? I'm a fan of yours and a subscriber, but I thought that was pretty low.
I love those comments, man.
Come on, kidding me? Imagine claiming that I was bashing Mike Zero, quote, without any evidence. That's why you're upset, because I didn't have any evidence to back it up that you're a fan.
Where are your receipts, Ryan? Where are your receipts?
Have you seen the thumbnail, Ryan? Yeah, you have no idea. Everything he says is absolutely.
You don't lie
factual.
with a thumbnail like that, man.
No.
Did you get all your news from We Got This Covered? Sorry, Nick.
No,
now,
okay,
I still.
Ryan's response is literally just fucking look at him. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, you got a Culture Casino with $100 super chat.
What are you doing, Culture? I was just gonna, dude. Culture. Man, for one, he says right here, Culture Casino's a good dude. He's got a good head of hair. He does these little 6-minute live streams in the morning that get you up to date on everything. I don't know. They're 6 minutes. That's what they are.
It's a perfect goal to hit. 6 minutes in the morning. It's always what I'm trying to aim for.
Yeah, that's what you're aiming for, but you never make it past 30 seconds. Just remember, Culture Casino loves you. Thank you, and that's his earlier one, which thanks to the pinned tweet, I can't fucking see how much it is. That's so dumb. I hate that.
I hate that. You can tell what color it is, though.
Yeah, it's blue. Here it is. It's always blue. It's always blue. Oh, where'd it go? Here it is. Just had to back up and confirm what I've seen and heard. Number one, Ryan prefers the shaft. 2, quote unquote, good futa recommendations in G&G Discord. Number 3, Nick reviews futa with yellow flash. 4, I predict Az will be showing us how futa works with action figures. Az, can you do that, please? And number 5, Chrissy really likes quarter black.
I don't blame you. I don't.
That
you take the hat off, and that's the fucking reaction quarterback.
Yeah.
I never put that shit back on.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, based on what I felt, I think he's 3/4 black.
Good thing my wife doesn't watch this show.
Yeah.
See, that's I thought she did by the way you reacted. By the way, when she fucking reached over there, he's like,
I can't. You can't. You know, you got to cover bases, okay, at all times. At all times.
The best part about having Chrissy on a show is you get sex jokes from someone who's attractive, rather than some like fat land whale on the left.
Disgusting person.
Yeah. Thanks for not being a land whale.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's nice. Every once in a while, you get one.
Thank you for being attractive. We appreciate it.
Really, we're appreciating it. Yeah.
And Quarter Black in Comics would like to thank you for the hand jobs that they receive when they come.
Oh, you tell us.
You guys. I'm just trying to work right. If Futa was right, there's Dean. He's quite alpha male, right? He's supernatural.
Where's Castiel?
And there's here's Scarlett Johansson, right? So
Yo Hansen.
Johansson, bitch.
Yo.
If life was to find a way, then really, Dean would be presenting.
I like the gun.
I created a monster. They gotta hold on to the guns.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to them.
They gotta hold on to. They gotta be ready for action at any minute.
Yes.
Shield could call her up any second now and be like, "We got a job," and Sammy could come in and go, Dean. I go, what is this, Sam? And he goes,
not right now, Dean.
Sam, Dean, Sammy. Right, so life is finding a way, but then you go, hey, Dean, no, I use Futa. and so Dean's just like, what are Futa? And she says, allow me to demonstrate. And he's like, okay, bend over. So Dino then bends over. Okay.
Dean, no.
Fully articulated.
Oh. He finds this is food, and then life finds a way like that, you see. And it's just like, oh my God. Sorry, you really should turn to the camera. This is bad. He's an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should know.
What are going on? Do you have just shaft or do you have ball too? And she's like, I don't know. What's your preference? As she looks into the camera, and then he's just like, just carry on going, baby. And then
he just listens and hears, oh, you got ball. Okay.
So,
and then 9 months later, you have Dean Jr.
He listened and believed. That's what he did.
That was inspiring, Az. Thank you.
That was
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
I'm still hung up on it. Yo, Hanston.
Yo, Hanson.
Do I get producer credit for that?
You do.
Yes, you do.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're close in proximity, so you get it.
He gets porn producer credit now.
Jeremy's listed
Serious
as
cred.
producer on the Immaculate Conception. It's fucking weird.
And Susan
Put away
Wojcicki.
in a manger and go.
Yeah.
The Immaculate Transition.
Oh my! Ryan.
Yeah.
Dude, the chat is on fire, and I
Yes.
love it. It's great. It's
Chat's
moving
on
so
fire.
fast.
Not one good transgender name for me in the entire chat. Not a single one.
Ryan.
Keep trying.
Ryan Equa.
You've gone from male Ryan to female Ryan.
Yeah. I've known some chicks named Ryan, so yeah, you could definitely transition and keep your name.
Are you drinking Jack Daniels, you degenerate?
Yes.
Jesus
I
Christ.
wasn't even trying to let you see because you're such a fucking
Jack
whiskey
Daniels.
snob.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
let-
I'm just drinking gin anyway, so it's fine.
the fuck? You just eat pine needles. What the fuck are you doing? You drink straight
Have a
gin.
smoothie.
Oh yeah.
I always feel bad drinking on Gary's stream because he's notoriously sober. So it's like I kind of feel like shit.
Oh, we gotta do extra work to make up for him then.
Yeah.
Got a drink for him.
Kid me, my wife drinks. It's fine. Yeah, I didn't like booze. It feels like Coke and hookers. Nah, it still wouldn't be.
That's when I go off camera. So
yeah, gotcha. Did you?
So that's what Odin's doing.
I've noticed he's been gone for a while. Maybe it's part of Lent. Did he give up Friday Night Tights for Lent now?
yeah. Odin,
But he still
you
gets
need
to be
denounce
here.
Hookers. You need to denounce hookers for Lent.
Yeah.
It's like I give up Friday Night Tights, but I'm still gonna be here. I want my logo there.
Oh, Chris, you realize we're all drinking. She's like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good to go now."
In light of the recent events, I dedicate this drink to
Saki.
all of the no, it's just
No, Kung Fu Girl, that's a good fucking wine.
yeah.
Is this about to be an Asian violence virtue signal?
I'm drinking Asian tonight.
Oh my God.
In remembrance.
Prepare to be underwhelmed.
It's just what I had in the fridge.
Well, right,
Hey.
I'm going to crack open the Malibu and pineapple.
I am.
I gotta get my drink now. What's this?
I'll
Carry
stick with my non-alcoholic Dr. Pepper right here.
There you go. That's yeah.
I believe Garrett's going to get a quarter. I believe Garrett's going to get a quarter cup of Hennessy.
Ryan, I feel like we've done the Lord's work here. We converted everybody to alcoholics in just 30 seconds.
Yeah, Nick just heard the pour, and he's like, "Is that Jack Daniels?"
There's a seat for every single one of you in the meetings I attend, just to let you know.
I think you said there's a seat for every one of us in hell, but yeah.
I'm just waiting for the chat to officially decide my name so I can introduce myself there, Gary. That's why.
All right. Yeah, I talked about this on a previous live stream, but I wanted to run it by you guys. Not everybody watched the Snyder Cut. I know it's crazy, but there was an article that came out from CBR that you might have or may not have heard of that about the Flash scene, Ryan, and how it was creepy. and it deserved to be cut. Did you hear about this one? This is great.
What?
I didn't hear about this.
Imagine someone thinking that that Joss Whedon's treatment of females and male interaction is not creepy, but this one's just too.
What scene?
The one where he saves Iris because he
because he brushed his hair, her hair over.
Oh my god,
he's creepy.
These fucking people are so. I fucking hate these people, man. Jeez, they will find anything wrong with anything.
These people have never been liked and have never liked anybody in their life.
No, they like that. They literally were looking. They watched
They've
this
never been
entire
touched.
4-hour movie to find something that they could pretend to be offended over.
They've
That's all they did.
Apart from their abusive fathers.
Fucking hell, man.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. Why that creepy Flash scene deserved to be cut?
Wow.
Oh,
fuck off.
One of the biggest edits the theatrical cut of Justice League made was omitting Kiersey Clemens' Iris West. Fans were excited to see her cameo, were they? As it was undoubtedly a setup
Unnamed.
for Ezra Miller's Flash movie. Are people excited about that? I'm not. But it was deemed expendable in the 2-hour runtime. However, after being inserted into Zack Snyder's Justice League, a creepy scene with Iris plays out, making it clear that axing it was the right choice. Right choice, everybody, because it's violence. Adding some depth to Barry isn't the problem. Snyder spends most of his movie making Flash more likable, but in this scene, he comes off as toxic, and it really doesn't paint the speedster in the most altruistic light. The moment focuses on him applying for a job at a doggy daycare, locking eyes with Iris West as she leaves. She locked eyes with him too. It's melodramatic and romantic, similar to what's been done on the CW. But it begins to go wrong when she drives off. The scene set in slow motion with her not taking her eyes off Barry, which is strange because, well, it's not strange when people are into each other.
Sorry. I think you've got the scene mixed up. You see, there was a director's cut of the scene that in question. I think CBR might be referring to that one, which is what I've shared there. Which plays out differently to what plays on this article here.
This might be it.
So I think this could potentially be the one, and I'm positive that the thing I've shared has not in any way, shape or form been edited and altered to put hot dog dicks into
That's toxic.
Oh my god.
that would be the best part if like this whole article was written and then it was really about the way that Flash caressed that hot dog in his pocket.
He was holding on to that hot dog a little too long.
Oh, there it goes.
I don't get it. What's wrong with Harry?
Nothing.
Where do you find this stuff, man? Seriously.
Comics, people just send it to me because they know I'm a fucking degenerate.
That's how it happens.
I'll post it quite happily. And they know that I'll do it.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta watch your drink, ladies.
Yeah.
All right, this bottoms up.
If someone sneaks a hot dog in your drink and you don't fucking notice, you are so fucking hammered.
You deserve it.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
To be honest, that hot dog did pay for dinner, so.
That seems like something Parrot Head would send out.
I saw a lot of this when this first came out because you saw a part of this scene in the Flash teaser trailer, the character teaser trailer, and people were like, "Oh, look how he's touching her, so weird." It's because if you've listened to the explanation of how Barry moves in the Speed Force, you can kind of see how he's running everything too. he is like extremely delicate because he's moving at such a high speed that they actually explain that when he interacts with things, he needs to be incredibly careful, or else he will literally fucking just like cut right through them because he's going so
He's trying not to murder her.
Yeah, so that's why he is like so like diligent and delicate with her in that process.
Yeah, that's
but
why
I think the part that they're probably talking about is when he sees the sun and he like moves her hair.
Yes, yes,
So,
that's it.
how dare a man like look at a woman anymore with any kind of wow that she's really beautiful? Like, how dare that happen?
Exactly. I mean, the good news is they're not going to procreate because, you know, you can't even be enamored with beauty anymore. And in WandaVision, when fake Quicksilver, you know, knocked Monica Rambeau across the room, that's the momentum from the speed. And we all know, being a nerd here, is Quicksilver isn't as fast as the Flash. The moment focuses on him applying for a job at a doggy blah, I got that. But it begins to go wrong when she drives off. The scene set in slow motion, like most of the movie, with her not taking her eyes off Barry, which is strange because her car's in motion. At the lights, she's T-boned by a truck whose driver was trying to find a burger that fell on the floor in what's a really ridiculous set of unfortunate events.
Maybe, I don't know, comic booky? I don't know.
As Iris' car flips and she's tossed, Barry speeds through the glass, but rather than grab her midair immediately, he grabs a hot dog from a cart that was thrown in the air. Yeah, we don't know whether. Uses the Speed Force for some stalking. He uses the Speed Force for some stalking.
No, he used.
That's not stalking. Right. Stalking is like repeated watching somebody, following somebody to their house, watching him through a window.
Yeah,
like this
Garrett
is just
knows
admiring.
What stalking is, okay? So like, listen.
Like,
to the
come
man.
on.
Yeah, you know, watching him sleep.
Never been to. Never.
Never.
I was surprised that there wasn't some kind of move to cancel Zack Snyder because he like accurately portrayed females driving. So that, I am surprised we didn't get any blowback over that.
Where's that article? Yeah.
Yeah.
He fawns over Iris for a long moment, even brushing her hair out of her face. This goes on for way too long, and in the end is a total invasion of privacy. Snyder
fucking saved her life.
She was trying to hide her face, you bigots.
I guess next time I'll just let her smash her face into the pavement. I don't know. I don't want to be labeled a creep.
Snyder tries to lighten the mood by setting it to Rose Bett's piano cover of Songs of the Siren, but even that can't mask the toxicity.
Oh, you're never gonna marry. Nobody's ever gonna fucking touch you ever in their life because you're just gonna scream rape if somebody does any romantic gesture of the minutest detail towards you.
I feel like her dad.
Like they're clearly both into each other.
Her dad did not hit her enough growing up. I think.
No, he could hit him harder.
Barry
he clearly didn't teach her how to drive, so
yeah. Barry eventually sets her down before running away as her vehicle explodes.
Oh, look how traumatized she is, by the way. Fuck
yeah.
She's so traumatized.
Absolutely traumatized.
It's like an ocean down there.
Like Niagara Falls. Jesus Christ.
But while the intention is to show him saving a damsel in distress, it really depicts him as a creep. Of course.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Jesus Christ. Where did affection go? Like, where did affection go in our society? Affection is literally now only an explicit consent form signed before a penis enters a vagina. That's the only affection that's allowed because anything else is creepy or gross. Fuck off. Like, Jesus Christ, there is a stage between meeting someone and fucking them that is affectionate, and I can't understand why that has disappeared.
Because they don't understand.
It transitioned, I think.
Well,
it's because a bunch of
Or go ahead.
I was just saying the irony of this entire thing is, you know what this flashing was replaced with? It was replaced with the same exact joke that Joss Whedon made in Age of Ultron, where Flash saves Wonder Woman from falling debris and ends up landing face first in her tits. Like, that's classy, but this is stalkerish. Understood.
Yeah. These. I mean, all these
Look,
people, all of these activists are people that can't. They can't find anyone that wants them, so they want to create these narratives that have created a culture where even Henry Cavill is intimidated to flirt with women. You know, because it makes them feel better about their miserable lives, that they want to make it to where men are intimidated to even flirt with women because these people are so miserable and so undesirable that they create all of this bullshit. That's what it is. It's all of these activists, Lucasfilm employees. That's what it is.
It's pretty apparent that whoever wrote this article has never been in any kind of serious relationship, let alone touched.
Never been.
No way.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go get her.
Iris looks to be mortified, obviously, at the end of this scene that she's had her life saved by the person who she's clearly enamored with. This is kind of like a dream come true for her, that her knight in shining armor has actually saved her life. And look, he's a little bit different. He's a little bit weird. He's a hero. Oh my goodness me. Everything's a little bit off. My fucking vag is bursting.
You should get that checked out.
Well,
yeah. We see it talking about that. But no. Okay. Right. I found them. Thanks to Quarter Black. I have actually found the people who wrote this article, Gary. I've been looking. I found them.
God, she's remarkably skills are on point.
So
I have that picture.
Yep.
That is the new
confirmed writer.
Oh yeah.
The first one.
These girls.
They
got a new one.
Just got a frame as a giant fucking hot dog in each one of those pictures.
Jeremy,
Wow.
Jeremy, you have 100 more thumbnails right there. Right there.
Yes.
New life.
Right
Jeremy.
there.
Wow.
You know what? Hey, for
touched my
everybody,
hair.
for everyone that was tired of the original Screaming SJW, you want me to move on? I'll move on now.
it's been
That's the new one right
That's
there.
the new one.
That's a good one.
You can't have tanning liquids.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this is a retweet from Ian Miles Chong. And just for the record, I have to say, fuck Ian Miles Chong. He's a backstabbing, cocksucking son of a bitch who will literally go whichever way the fucking wind blows in order to invade every single fucking community he can. Fuck Ian Miles
And then
Chong.
backstab you the second it turns dark.
Yeah, I remember.
I'll just get out right now.
I remember Ryan telling me about that like months ago, and so as I followed Ian Miles Chong on Twitter, I have watched him. He is the definition of the grifter. I mean, he just moves in whatever direction. It is absolutely insane. Ryan was spot on with that one, man. That guy is garbage.
Ian Miles Chungus.
Yes, Chungus. He's responsible for a dog getting flashbanged. I do think it's Nick knows. I do think it's important to note. R.I.P. Puppers.
Rip Doggo.
Rip Doggo.
Rip
Ian,
Doggo.
pay for Pupper. You still haven't paid for Pupper.
That poor Doge.
He was the
I'm like, where is the trans representation?
That's the first thing I thought when I saw it.
The future is she-male.
We do have a starfish in this that Starro is gonna be. Starro's gonna be
chocolate?
In
No.
Oh no.
Can't wait to get the models out again. I can do it. I can really do it.
I think Scarlett Johansson is a starfish, whereas Scarlett Johansson is a fucking freak. But like Starro is going to be in this, which is interesting, I guess, for this. These type of characters to be dealing with a villain like Starro. It's kind of strange, I guess, but I guess we'll see how it goes.
Well, I imagine Starro is going to take control of some of them, and so they were going to end up having to kill their own and shit and all that kind of stuff.
I hope they kill John Cena.
Oh, I hope
I'm pretty sure he's going to die. He made a comment, and I'm pretty sure he's one of them.
But Peacemaker does have a HBO Max series after this, so
yeah, probably a prequel.
So maybe a prequel. But yeah, John Cena is literally just John Cena in this. Like he plays the same fucking character every time, which I mentioned in my I did a trailer reaction, which isn't doing shit on YouTube because no one cares about this trailer, evidently. But it just, John Cena is John Cena, so look forward to that, I guess.
Do you know that the phrase is actually champing at the bit and not chomping at the bit?
It is champing, but I don't know what that means.
Stupid. Champing, it's like, I don't know why I know this because I have friends that were horse girls. The champ is the thing in a horse's mouth, like the metal bar that they
the thing that they chomp,
chew
right?
on. They champ on it, even though it's dumb. I don't. What the hell is a champ? But it's like you're chewing on it because you're like waiting to like horse out. I don't know.
It's
like a little metal
be
bar.
A champ. You could be a champ if you tell us more about these horse girls. That's all.
Well, they love boots. They love braids.
I did
They don't do anal.
Oh,
never mind. Stop
I'm
talking. But yeah, I did research it once. Someone was like, it's champion at the bit. I'm like, okay. I looked it up, and it's like it's champion at the bit because what the horses are doing is literally chomping. It's like, what the fuck? I'm just thinking of saying the
Hold
same
on, let me
shit.
look it up. Let me look it up.
Champ.
How about that?
Have a rap horn.
That is your. That is your cue.
Get it ready.
That is your
Wait.
cue.
Wait for it.
God, that was such a fucking fail.
Dang it, Chrissy.
Talk about
His name is John Cena.
Wait, John Cena's in the movie?
How have they not figured out that every minute
for
of
playing,
Margot
Garrett.
Robbie navel in the trailer is an extra $100 million? Like, how have they not learned this yet?
I don't know. The costume's a little better. I noticed how she saved herself at the beginning of the trailer. So, you know, there's your female empowerment. Thank God.
Thank Christ. Thank
Rick
Christ.
Flag is wearing yellow. So there you go. It's still like a cartoon character yellow shirt. I don't really know what it is, but he is wearing yellow. So for those of us who've been reading Suicide Squad for a long time, there's something.
Yeah, and they'll probably kill Flag, and that'll probably kill the series just like it killed Altered Carbon when they didn't recast him.
They brought in Anthony Mackie, right?
They
Or
did,
something.
and it
killed it.
It was really good though.
Yeah, he was good.
Season,
The season just sucked, man, because they decided to fuck it up. They took the punk out of Cyberpunk.
Yep. No.
Also, the nudity out.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not
They
even
made it
lying.
very intersectional.
No, I'm.
There's I was reading an article the other day that blew my mind that it was even fucking written, because it said, I miss the casual 90s action movie. And it talked about just all these great movies that were not great movies, but they're great because you like them. You know, you got your cliffhangers or your RoboCops, your Die Hard movies. Actually, RoboCop's a masterpiece. I take that back.
Oh, that's a fucking great movie.
Con Air, Broken Arrow.
Yep.
Tango
But you have a
Cash.
bunch of movies with just like heavy violence, casual nudity, like just a couple scenes of it, and it's fucking gone now. And it's like,
sometimes
wait a minute.
it's just like random, like Demolition Man. He's just like flipping through channels and a naked chick. Oh, flip the next channel. That's all you need.
She's totally not trying to slide out.
Same thing in Die Hard, by the way. You know, they're evacuating all the rooms and getting everybody in, and there just happened to be a guy and a chick banging in a backroom office, and so the chick comes out topless.
Got it.
You're right.
There's nudity in the first RoboCop. There's nudity in the first Terminator. Just random little splotches of it because life happens that way sometimes.
Well, the PG rating ruined everything. That's the reason why you don't see this stuff anymore.
Right. And Altered Carbon season 1 was heavy on violence. It was heavy on plot. It was a really good fucking show. It had enough, not gratuitous, but it had enough casual nudity. And first of all, that fucking female police officer was smoking hot.
That fucking Latina chick.
The Latina.
Oh my.
The tough Latinx police officer.
Good God, she can Latinx all over me. All she wants.
I assume her name was Mendez. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's close. It's pretty close.
Menendez. She killed her parents. But no, it was
Mendez. That's all they ever had in the 80s and 90s.
It was good. It was this great thing. And then they come out with the second show, and it's like you took away all these little things that made the show real and interesting and visceral. And the fact is that if you're in like a cyberpunk or you're in some sort of dystopian future, you know, sex is going to be one of those only things that people have to kind of cling on to as sort of some release from what they're doing. It would be all fucking over the place. There would be people naked in private everywhere, and that would be getting exposed in every one of these shows. And if you take it out, you take me out of the immersion. I'm tired of this shit. Stop pandering.
No,
more
you're absolutely right.
More random clones of that Asian woman from this first season. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Who was fighting naked for no reason other than tits.
Asian hatred.
Her tits weren't even good. Put the Mexican chick on. I would watch her tits all day.
Mike L for $75. All right. Listening to Gary saying anime and manga names horribly is really making my day better. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'll suggest one for you. Ranma, half a boy gets turned into a girl with a splash of cold water. It's freaking hilarious. Really?
Yeah, Ranma is great.
Well, you get shrinkage when you get splashed with cold water. I didn't think you turned into a girl.
That's not a good thing.
He falls into a spring that has the soul of a princess, a Japanese princess, and that's what happens.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
You guys aren't really doing anything to convince me to watch anime.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
Dude, this is like 80s anime. Come on.
Dark. He's all, come on.
Come on. Come on, man.
I watched Speed Racer, and Star Blazers, which is Battleship Yamamoto, right? Or Yamamoto, and then Akira. That's all I know.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
You pronounced it well.
I got written up for playing Akira at the warehouse because I didn't know what kind of an anime it was. I just thought, I'm like, it's a cartoon. I'll just put it on the system, and you can't do that with bad idea.
Not happy about
that. Yeah, that might not be the best one to play.
Dark Side Media for $99.99. Keep being rock and roll. All indie comics are on the rise. Our series Lovecraft PI is out there. Cheers. I would be interested in that if it's, Lovecraft is something that's going to get canceled. Well, it's already been pretty much canceled.
Yeah.
Except for that freaking HBO show.
Does his cat have a role?
I don't know.
Cat?
Fred Sacco for $50. Eagerly awaiting Transformers reboot starring Bruce Jenner and as Optimus Prime and Ellen Page. No, it's Elliot.
Oh, it's Elliot.
Elliot Page. Okay.
Elliot Transformers.
Get it right.
How dare you, dead name?
It might be better than Transformers 2, though. I mean, based on that, it might be better than
or
Transformers
3 or 4 or
5.
So,
or 3 or 4 or 5. The first one's the only one. And Bumblebee was good.
So
Lovecraft PI looks fucking great.
I want to see. You remember that picture?
Bumblebee because it was a female lead. I don't watch that shit. So
you remember that picture of Bruce Jenner driving around all angry with a MAGA hat on and his convertible? That was the greatest picture I've ever seen. They were so good.
I saw it on South Park.
Eagerly awaiting the Transformers reboot starring Bruce Jenner as Optimus Prime and Ellen Page as Megatron with the final battle scored by Van Halen's Best of Both Worlds. There you go. Thank you, Fred Sock.
It's a buddy cop film just waiting to happen.
Elliot Page is number 6 on the IMDb star meter. I checked this morning.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Congratulations, Elliot. Your first time making the list with that name.
Is she up as much as Jeremy is? 59,000 or something like that?
I don't know. I know Zack Snyder's up like 300 spots. I believe that Jeremy is up higher. So
Jeremy is up higher than Zack Snyder? Okay.
He's at a higher increase than Zack Snyder,
he's keeping it up longer than Zack can? Okay. Mike Kelly for $50.
Is Elliot Page going all the way?
Like getting a hot dog?
Hey, it is happening. I have set photos. I have set photos of that Transformers movie right here.
Balls or no balls? What is she gonna get?
That's a good photo right there.
Yeah, that's great.
It matches the car.
Looks like
That's
the
a
car
nice...
is smiling, like it's
Yeah.
laughing at us.
Is this like what was that movie that Lindsay Lohan was in?
Freaky Friday.
The Love Bug.
Oh.
I like Freaky Friday.
yeah,
Freaky Friday was good.
Those bananas.
No,
Herbie.
like Herbie the Love Bug. Yeah, that's not a that's not a
like a bunch of women. That car says, "Man, I love having Bruce Jenner inside of me."
Oh.
But was Herbie the Love Bug the last movie where Lindsay Lohan actually had any tits before she just went completely crack whored out? I believe it was.
Probably.
She still had tits and
Probably.
machete a little bit.
Machete. It was a body. Machete.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to Odin. All the links are in the description
Yeah,
for
he
all
was
of these
here.
channels.
But now he's mine.
Now he's
Yeah,
gone.
Listen,
correlate
Lindsay
that
Lohan
with
tits. Subscribe to Odin.
Just correlate that for the rest of your life. Lindsay Lohan's crack whore tits. Subscribe to Odin's movie blog.
No, go with her younger innocent tits. They're better.
As long as they're
I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah.
Legal age tits.
Mean Girls tits.
Okay.
I think Mean Girls, I think she was of age. I think so.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for
disavow.
confirmation.
I'm
I
gonna
disavow.
move on this
I disavow all the
Disavow.
conversations.
Disavow.
I understand Zack Snyder's position very well now.
Mike,
He was 18 in those.
Mike Kelly for $50. Since Quarter Black is on, love louder with Crowder. No wonder I like Nerdrotic too. Wow. Hey, whatever it takes. Like me any way you
Whatever
want.
it takes.
Whatever it
Yeah.
takes.
That's actually the first super chat about Quarter Black or I've ever heard Steven Crowder mentioned in the same like
Ooh.
sentence. So that's pretty amazing.
Kind of it. It is.
I've been making my moves.
No, there was that one
I'm
time.
sneaking up. I'm going to take him out eventually.
There was that one time you took that vacation and everybody's wondering where you were, even though it's the vacation you take every year. But yeah, and you were asked.
Where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he?
Oh, I was getting messages.
Where's the trigger?
That was one of those like, hey, I know, Quarter Black's not answering my messages. Could you pass on a message to him? I'm like, sure, I'll be Quarter Black's secretary, no problem.
Yeah, that works, yeah. I remember I told you, I was like, guys, I don't want to come on the show because I know that you're going to get hounded with a bunch of questions like, where is Steven Crowder?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to save you guys because I'm getting it.
Where's the trigger? Where is it? You never give it to an ordinary citizen. Where is it? Where's
Every time I open my mentions.
We got 3 hot dogs in a row right here. Yeah, there's
baby.
Yeah.
Do you want a hot dog?
from Chew, Zayden, Star Shadow, and Sith Cake. Thank you, Az. Man, right on cue. Right on cue. That's good. That's good. Back to the donations. Real quick here. Hi, Tom.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. just doing a live stream, Friday.
Who's Tom? It looks like he just like hacked his way in to jerk off to the show.
They didn't tell you that's what I do?
Oh, man.
They're supposed to warn
Zoom
you.
bomb. Get him out.
Yeah.
Literally in every Perry Chan movie video, he's jerking off. It's pretty funny.
No, they're films.
Wait.
Yeah, they are films. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, welcome.
Oh, Perry, that's a great. I mean, he could put together all the clips he's done over the last year and do like a Monty Python skit thing. It would be.
There's a movie.
Great. Yeah, there's a total movie there. Jim the Skeptic for $10. Dear Friday Night Tights and esteemed guests. Esteemed guests. All right.
Must be a typo.
Steamed guests.
Steamed guests.
Steamy guests.
Let me mansplain this to you. This show is fierce. It's fierce. Thanks for using that in a sentence. It's my favorite fucking word. Oh, yeah.
Gary is fierce.
It's so fierce.
Fierce.
No, it's like a writer's room in Hollywood. They all, they sit down and go, let's write about some fierce women. Let's be powerful today.
Oh, feeling powerful.
They never have to go through any strife or anything.
Nope.
They're just so powerful and fierce.
No, Quarter Black, their strife is being around men. Okay?
It is hard
you're
to
right.
be around
You're
men.
right. It is very hard.
Oh, man.
That's the struggle.
Brian spells his name Bryon. Brian.
Yay.
Brian.
For $20. Says the first Suicide Squad trailers looked good until the movie came out. Tycho, wreck your mythos in a minute, baby. Watiti has a credit. He's a character. Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah, like the first Suicide Squad, when you look at that first like Comic-Con trailer, it is very much like there's probably a lot of people that wouldn't like this aspect. Jeremy would probably have hated it if this actual like Suicide Squad movie came out, but it was very much like a dark, like very soulful fucking, hey, these people are really fucked up. It's not really a comedy. And then they saw the success of Guardians and they did what Warner Brothers always does. They fucking shifted gears and they just took it and edited it into a comedy. And, you know, like, say what you will. I think, like what Nick said earlier, I'm all about DC doing something different. Instead of trying to emulate Marvel, just do something different and, you know, provide that for your audience, because Marvel has their thing. They do their thing. If you're just trying to be a fake Marvel, people are not going to be into that. And I think we saw that with Zack Snyder's Justice League and the reception to it. Even people like Jeremy that, you know, weren't necessarily on board with Snyder's DC universe, you know, they appreciated what happened. They enjoyed the story that we got out of it after 2 movies of setup. That's all we had. Only 2 movies of setup for this. And it was still a pretty positive reception.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the Justice League, Snyder's Justice League, is the best received film that under his template, through his vision. And I don't see how Warner Brothers can ignore the momentum, but they probably will. Because that's just what they do. But what Warner Brothers needs to understand is you have Superman and Batman. You have the power. You have the 2 most iconic characters in the history of the comic book industry. You just need to do shit right and get the fuck out of the way of people that are doing it. And it's, I don't know. But you know, fuck them. They're stupid. They clearly have a lot of they clearly can't get out of their own way in more ways than one, and it shows. And yeah, I mean, Marvel, for whatever your issues are with Marvel, you look at the MCU and it's had a consistent vision because it has consistent leadership. Whether you like that vision or not, at least it's consistent. At least you kind of know what you're getting into. And I don't love the MCU that much, but I love elements of it a lot. But overall, it's part of a consistent vision. DC is just all over the fucking place. You got after Nolan's trilogy, which was a consistent vision, then you moved into everything that we've got, and we've got Joker here, we've got Joker there, we've got, you know, this, that, and the other. We've got television shows that some of them are woke as fuck, and other shows are consistently good, and then they start out consistently good, and then they get woke as fuck. Then you have the movie side. Then you have Joss fucking Whedon to finish off Zack Snyder's vision is literally the worst idea ever. I mean,
it's an executive idea. You can tell, because if you were creative, you'd go, okay, these creative visions don't match. But no, they saw Joss Whedon did Avengers. We want Avengers money. Let's put him on Justice League. Like, it makes no fucking sense.
It was an overcorrection.
It's straight up
neither is the true vision.
Yeah.
What I don't. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, but at the end of the day, until they realize that they have the most iconic characters, and if they could just get out of the way of the creative visions, then this is going to continue to happen.
Well, didn't you hear Ann Sarnoff? They're making it safe for everybody now, and they've got Jim Lee overseeing everything. You know, so they got a comic book artist overseeing continuity over everything.
Jim Lee,
fantastic.
Jim Lee, who can't finish a fucking comic book. Jim Lee,
that guy.
Okay.
The problem that they have is they have these iconic characters. They have Batman and Superman, and they don't have any fucking idea what the purpose of Batman and Superman are. Superman is a character that has omnipotence, virtual omnipotence on Earth. And so that removes any of the barriers to action that a normal man has, right? So you get rid of the idea that I'm not strong enough, I'm not fast enough, I can't be everywhere, whatever, because Superman can do all those things. And then that teaches us how to identify with the humanity of ourselves by removing these limitations and excuses that we have. Okay, well, what if I could be everywhere? What if I could have super strength? What if I could see through walls? What if nothing could fool me? What if I could stop time if I had to do it? What problems would I still have to deal with? That's the part that Superman is supposed to teach us. Batman is supposed to teach us what happens if there are literally no financial or resource barriers to what you have to do. Everything, Bruce Wayne got everything. He didn't have to work for it. He didn't have to do shit. It was all gifted to him by his parents. He's a super mega billionaire with Jeff Bezos' fuck you money. He can do whatever he wants. So all of those excuses of, I just don't have the resources. I just don't have the time. I just don't have the drive. I just don't have the education to do it. That's all gone because he has every resource at his disposal. These two archetypes give us a way to short circuit any excuses that a male typically or a female has to doing a thing or to learning about themselves or to growing. And that's what they need to focus on, these stories. None of these stories have done that. None of these stories have taken the aspects of Batman and Superman, even the Nolan ones, which I think are the best DC movies. They don't really focus on the fact that Batman doesn't have limitations in the material world. So you get to do whatever you need to do. Maybe like the first Nolan movie, I don't know. But other than that, it's like they're not really hammering in on the story and plot elements of these characters. And it pisses me off that they can't fucking figure this out with all the money in the world behind them.
See, I actually think that like in BVS, they do kind of talk about what you're talking about with Superman, like someone who can be anywhere, who can do anything, who can save anyone, is then ultimately judged by everyone else for what he is doing, for who he is not saving, for the actions that he's taken while he's saving them. Yeah. Right. He is ultimately like, and I think that's a pretty good representative of what would actually happen if we had someone like that, like right now. Because you would have half the fucking people praising him for everything he does and half the people fucking vilifying him for every single action he didn't take or the way he took it.
Part of the running line through all the Superman, right, is he shows is his restraint, right?
Yeah.
So it's him being a better person, being that powerful and always having to watch himself when he shakes somebody's hand. Everything he does, he has to think about and show restraint. And what Batman is pure raw determination. That's why, I mean, the one thing that falls short with me and with Injustice and all that stuff, I know it's good to see an Elseworld story where Superman goes bad and stuff, but like just losing Lois, you know, you would hope that Superman would be stronger than that, right?
Because he has a moral code, right? He has a moral
Spider-Man
core
has
to
people
him.
dying around him all the fucking time, and it doesn't change him. So
they don't know how to write morality anymore.
They
because,
don't.
like we've talked about before, Hollywood doesn't have morals, and they have no connection to that anymore. It's like Wonder Woman raping a dude and them not realizing that it's bad.
It got by hundreds of people.
They don't know how to write Superman.
WandaVision is the same. You're right. They don't know how to write heroes anymore. They don't believe in it. So they're trying to make superhero movies, and it's something they don't believe anymore, and it shows.
Yeah. No, well, I was just going to say, Superman 2 really discussed the idea of putting one above the rest. That was the whole kind of point of the story, was he had to choose Lois over being Superman, because that was his father's lesson there, is if you choose one above the rest, you're sacrificing everything, you know, and not only that, you put that person at risk and all that kind of stuff, which they do have elements of that in the newer films. But I do have to agree, even though I'm not a fan with Ryan, that that's pretty much how the world would react right now if Superman didn't show up.
Of course it would.
And I think one interesting thing that people, I feel like sometimes a little overlooked, because I've watched the Ultimate Age so many times, I kind of forget what's in the theatrical, but like all the parts of Superman, what he's doing in that movie, he's just like saving people. He's saving the ship that's stuck in the ice. He's saving people from a natural disaster. He's just saving people. He's not doing anything inherently fucking political in any way, shape, or form until he's framed. He's framed by Lex Luthor for fucking killing some people in that country.
Yep.
Right? And at the end of the day, when the government asks him to come in, he fucking just steps up, walks right in, just like he did when he got handcuffed and walked into them. You know what I mean? He is he is like taking accountability even for actions that he didn't take. So you know, I like what was done there, and the aspect you have this Superman who can do anything to be anywhere and is still willing to be held accountable, or at least show accountability, like to the government.
He doesn't have enough lines though. Like
very stoic and quiet.
Very stoic, all the time. And I would like to hear more dialogue from Superman. I know Joss Whedon gave him more dialogue, but
I'm a big fan of Truth.
Yeah. It's it was Joss, but he also had a rubber face. No, they don't like Superman. They don't want Clark Kent Superman anymore. They don't want Bruce Wayne Batman anymore. But they want that label, and they still want all the money that comes with it. But Hollywood thinks they can shift this. They really think they know better than the comic industry that succeeded with both of these characters for what Nick said. Decades it was working, but we need to change everything. And it's because of too many white males. That's part of it. The intersectionalism that's fucking creeped into absolutely everything. So they're going to kill themselves. I mean, none of you care about Doctor Who. Some of us here, we don't care about Doctor Who anymore. But something happened yesterday that's worth bringing up. You don't have to know anything about Doctor Who. There was a particular episode that's classic. It's a modern classic. It's called Human Nature. It's about the Doctor escaping this alien that wants to, wants part of his regeneration. Wants to feed off the TARDIS, and it'll stop at nothing. So he has to disguise himself as a human, right? So this human lives in the early 1900s. So they portray the human accurately. He's a little bit racist, because it's the 1900s. Also, it's classist. It's more classist than racist, all right? And it's the class structure. And it really does. It's one of the best episodes. It does this as accurately as Doctor Who can. BBC America posted up a tweet, just saying something about the episode. And a bunch of people who were Doctor Who fans wanted to cancel because it portrayed a guy being a little bit racist. It portrayed history accurately. It's not even glorifying it. It was just accurately. A few blue check marks, not even blue check marks. It was nothing. Came in and BBC America deleted the tweet. They deleted the fucking tweet.
Jesus.
And
everyone's a little racist.
Yeah. So I mean that now they're
he was.
They can't do a period piece anymore.
No, you can't portray history accurately anymore. You can, and soon it's going to be history. You can't portray history at all accurately. You can't even
because
do a
history isn't diverse enough.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's the issue. That's when they start casting minorities in predominantly European roles in certain movies. It's ridiculous.
History isn't. You're absolutely right, dude. 100%. These people are so fucking crazy. They look back at history and they're literally thinking, it's not diverse enough.
Yeah, they did with what?
Instead of making stories that are based out of like African stories, like Song of the South. I always get on this Song of the South. The movie that has been memory hold by Disney is based on. It's racist, right? It's based on African folklore. Brer Rabbit is Brother Rabbit, written from stories that were told to the writer of the original books by slaves that he worked with. He didn't own. He worked with them together. He respected and put their stories in and published them. They memory hold that because it's racist. Whenever it's the only representation of actual African folklore,
wow,
it's gone. You can't.
I brought that up, Garrett, on a few times where it's like, people think about that the wrong way. They automatic playing it like
completely fucking backwards.
And it's like, well, now wait a minute here. If you stop and think about it, that movie shows that Disney was more progressive than anybody at that time because of the fact that he put those stories on screen. And like even on Toxic Femininity, Lorena Creole brought up the fact that her grandma used to tell them those stories. So that's like the only like account they have of them. They're not written down in a book anywhere, really.
And back then, whenever they published the book in like the 1800s, you're going to get a slave to publish a book. That's never going to happen. No. So he took the stories and then told them for white people and be like, hey, look, there's really cool folklore stories, like introducing their culture. That's the whole, you introduce other cultures with their stories, but you can't do that now because it's racist.
Yep.
I heard Song of the South and I'm triggered. Sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm already triggered.
It's amazing because for me, I don't know. I think everybody kind of sees this at different times, but I saw it with Tiger Woods first, which was interesting with his marriage bullshit that was going down. This is a while back.
Elin Nordegren?
Yeah, but the thing with Tiger Woods is like they tried to invalidate Tiger Woods and his achievements in golf and what he did in breaking barriers in golf and being the first minority to be a member of Augusta National, all of this stuff. He did that, and then it's like, wait, we can't have a hero. And that's when I started to notice this shit going on wherever. You guys going back to Superman and Batman, they don't understand them because they don't like heroes. We can't have any hero that's not a dark and tortured hero nowadays. That's all Hollywood does. But in mainstream America, we're not allowed to have a hero. You got to find what dirt is on that person as fast as fucking possible. And it's the most baffling thing in the world. It's like, who cares? Like, look, Tiger Woods is shitty at being a husband. Okay, but he's really fucking good at golf. And he was really good at getting golf to go into inner cities. And he was really good at bringing a whole new audience to this sport and inspiring people to say, yeah, not only white people can play golf, other people can too. And now you look at the top golf performers and you've got a litany of ethnicities up at the top. It's not just a bunch of white guys named Tom anymore.
He's also bad at car accidents.
Sorry, Tom.
Tiger's his own worst enemy because he literally created a new generation of golfers. People who generally would have gone, maybe they would have played baseball or basketball or football. They got into golf because how popular Tiger made it. So now you have actual athletes coming into the sport. Then made it tougher for him to win when he got older. But I will just say, I had a lot of respect for Tiger Woods before the cheating scandal. I had a lot of respect for him after when I found out he slept with like 200 women. But when I lost respect is when I heard the voicemail where he was talking to the porn star. He's like, I wish I had the ability to make you sore. That is when I lost respect for Tiger Woods.
Why don't you?
He's got a small piece.
I don't know which part of him is white.
He's got a
racist Tom.
No, not white. Yeah, Asian. Come on.
But Nick makes a great point. Nick makes a great point about tearing heroes down because you go back to, in my lifetime, the biggest celebrity of my lifetime, and it may be just because it's sports related because I've always been in sports, is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's a terrible fucking person. He's a fucking terrible person. Like, he's an asshole. He does a lot of shit. He treated teammates like dog shit. He cheated on his wife like crazy. He was an asshole. But you didn't hear about them tearing down this hero, and they shouldn't. Like, what he did for sports and for basketball will never be duplicated ever. And now we've just gotten into this where nothing but activists are involved in the media, and all they want to do is tear down someone, tear them down and destroy them. And it's just a sign of these people that write these hit piece articles. They live to find dirt on someone that's successful no matter what. And the fact that you can paint a picture about anyone you want, no matter how good of a person they are or aren't. You can paint whatever narrative you want around them. And the fact that there was never a narrative built around Michael Jordan other than he was what he was, the greatest basketball player to ever live. He was the biggest brand in the world. He was the icon of the world. And you never heard about negativity around him because he was a hero. And all those kids that he inspired, they didn't need to know about all the other shit. At the end of the day, what he did on the court was what was important. And
Michael
now
was so big. I never watched basketball, and I had a Michael Jordan action figure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta ask, though, do you think it would have been the same way, though, Jeremy, had he lived in the era where the internet was a thing?
Dude, Michael Jordan would get eaten alive by these activists and these feminists. The way he treated people, the way he talked to people, his drive to just be the best. He punched teammates in the face. Okay.
But they were white, so it would have been okay.
But they were white, yeah. But, I mean, we live in a world where you get canceled for a mean fucking tweet. Michael Jordan was punching his teammates in the face. It was insane. And that's the world we live in now. You know, your gas prices are fucking skyrocketing, but no one's sending mean tweets, so it's okay. Fuck off. Yeah.
Remember, Jeremy, high gas prices is a sign of a good economy.
God damn it!
It's really working out for the working class. It's helping them out.
You have to pay extra for unity.
Yeah. They're recycling Biden. They've recycled that fucking line from Obama too. It's so.
They did.
Don't you want to? Don't you want to pay $4 a gallon?
No, I don't.
It's a big circle back.
I literally did today. So
yeah. I just remember paying high gas prices in a shitty economy.
Yeah, fucking suck.
Johnny Skinwalker says Tiger is my inspiration for having had a girlfriend in every city.
Oh my god.
Nice. Yeah.
Set the president.
I'm not kidding about that Tiger Woods sore shit. Tiger Woods quoted, "I wish I had the ability to make you sore." What a fucking bitch.
They have prosthetics for that, Tiger. Get one. Come on.
Yeah, use a golf club. Get creative.
So ask her which rod she wants.
9-iron. Yeah.
9-iron. Yeah, go for 9-iron.
Yeah.
Both.
Or a pitching wedge.
For him, it's more like a catching wedge. Heyo.
Heyo. Call it one.
I can't wait till I get to see Jeremy. I get to play golf with him. I'm gonna fucking beat his ass.
He might beat me in golf, but he will not beat me in basketball. I'll beat
your ass in
the
basketball,
white
dude.
off that mofo. He's not gonna do nothing.
I'm gonna fucking Mary Bird and John Stockton your ass. I'm gonna fucking drive you insane.
Are we both gonna wear?
I'm gonna pull my fucking shorts.
Yeah,
all
shorts
the way
all
up.
the way
I'm gonna pull my
up.
shorts all the way up. I'm gonna play such hard defense. It's just gonna piss you the fuck off.
Aren't you 5'1"? How can you be good at basketball?
He's 5'1" and he's a bald. I'll play golf with you guys though.
Seriously, the internet has decided I'm 5'1" and bald.
Damn.
Okay.
Somebody who somebody who isn't bald is Dan Bask. He's got a beautiful head of hair.
Yes.
A beautiful singing voice.
Beautiful locks.
Yeah.
God damn it, that guy's amazing.
Yeah. For
yeah, he is.
20 pesos from whatever country you're from, Dan. No, I'm just
Brasilia.
Brazil.
Whatever that
Brazilian
freaking
pesos.
country is down in the south.
Lucky bastard.
The YouTube soy boy employee who comes here to check this stream for monetization will leave scared for life.
Turning him into a man.
We'll make a man out of you, boy.
We'll radicalize you.
Trust me.
Culture Casino again. The Tallahassee lawyer, DUI lawyer. Sorry. This stream started out a bit grapey. Here's some of that gas money to replace the monetization. Also, Jeremy, can you produce some of my videos?
He's got the time to it.
Probably already has. Probably already has.
Probably already have. You just don't
Jeremy,
know.
where's my money, motherfucker?
Yeah, I heard that.
I love first road trip I'm taking in like years, and the gas prices go up to where they were years ago. Shit. AFK Bard, what's up, AFK Bard, for $20? Gary, you were my gateway drug to the fandom menace, and for that, many thanks. Quick shout out to Thomas Gilkey. What's up, Thomas Gilkey? His YouTube page is so close to 600, and his birthday is next month. Thank you, Friday Night Tights, for fighting the good fight. We'll keep that in mind, AFK Bard. If somebody can remind me when Mr. Gilkey's birthday is.
Through this land, we are all connected.
Good old Thomas.
Yeah, we love Thomas.
Behold, nature's true power.
Oh my God. Per the all new, is this supposed to be Pepe and Kakistan or tourists? I don't know what he's saying in the first part though. Per the Ulna Dodd, is that supposed to say something? And I'm missing it because I'm fucking old. I don't know. Pepe and Kakistan are tourists. All right. Well, delicious. Thank you for the $2. There's some more that I'm missing. Forrester's right. Stupid is as stupid does, says Chris Latito. Yes, prophetic words for our times, these times. Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Watched it, the second episode. Thought it was better than the first, but it's still no. The first was fucking boring, man. I got people got a little. But it's filled with identity politics. It's like it's Marvel's The Boys. We can tell where they're going with this one, and like Ryan said, we had to be reminded that Sam Wilson is a black man, and then they're bringing.
He is a black.
Correct. They brought in.
Nice save there.
That was like a Sixth Sense moment right there. I was just like, "What the fuck? Are you kidding? Like, holy shit!" Like, I was like, "Whoa!"
They brought.
Is he a 4-quarter black?
Well, I know, right?
Yeah.
Or they brought
all
in
4 of them.
They brought in the truth too, Isaiah. So they made it. They didn't make him the first Cap, or did they?
Didn't you like how Sam, like after they revealed Isaiah, he was like, "How couldn't you tell me there was another black super soldier out there?" He's like, he got so offended that he didn't tell him that there was a black super soldier.
And
the amount of times I said black in this show, it's got to at least be 20. I don't know.
Isn't that just insulting? Like, Sam Wilson has been in all of these movies, and they never really mentioned it. He was just also another superhero up to the top with all the other superheroes.
Yep.
He's not some other type of superhero. He's not a category black superhero. He's just a superhero. But now because it's Wokeville, you got to talk about his race.
Yeah. And not to mention Rhodey was there too. So it's like, come on.
The other movies
from the start.
Yeses, they were there to entertain everybody. They didn't care about what color you were or if you were male or female. They were there to say, hey, we're going to have a fun superhero movie, and these are our characters, and they interact with each other, and they have a good time, and they save the day, and it makes billions of dollars at the cinema. And now, of course, they're doing, we want to retcon all of that because, these prissy-ass fucking dickheads, which are now taking over the franchise going into the next phase, they now want to turn it all into about guilt. They want to turn it all now into about racism. They want to turn it all now into victimhood. And the fucking amount of times he had to be fucking referred to as black or black this or some racial thing because he's black, or there's a black coming out of the black with the black. The way that the fucking police turned up in a black neighborhood to try and have a go at a black man for having an argument with a white man. Mm-hmm. It's just like, fuck off. And they're even taking a piss out of Black Panther in this. By saying, you're Black Falcon, aren't you? And he's just like, no, I'm Falcon. Don't have to put black in front of everything. Are you black kid? No, yeah, you got him. Yeah, you got him.
Whatever happened to regular Panther?
Yeah, Panther.
Did that scene take place at a Popeyes as? That's all I need to know.
It almost did. It almost did. It literally took on the street, the projects, on a corner somewhere. That's literally where it happened.
Hey, Popeyes is quality chicken.
With some fried fucking chicken, and that show would have been as racist as fuck.
Checking the stream. We're still up technically.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
No,
we're up for 4 hours.
I love how he's yelling at Bucky.
Oh, there's a delay. Hold on.
I love how he's yelling at Bucky. And, Bucky's like, what? I'm sorry I didn't tell you why I was kidnapped by the Yahtzees and brainwashed and had my arm chopped off and put back on and went out on ops. I'm sorry I didn't take the time to go, Sam, there's something I need to tell you. But I don't know.
It was there was at least a little bit of action in this one, which was cool, I guess. But
from vaguely ethnic woman.
Yeah, it was the chick from Solo.
Yeah, no, it was Enfys Nest.
Enfys Nest. Empty Nest. Enfys Nest was in this one, the black redheaded chick. That's all about the only way I know how to describe her. She was in this one. She's like a semi-villain, but evidently you're not supposed to really think she's a villain, of course, because she's a woman. So you got to have some understandable reason why she's doing these things.
Intersectionalism all over
exactly.
the place.
And yeah, it was so literally what Az is saying. Bucky and Sam are having just a little bit of an argument, and out of nowhere, the cops show up. They just are like, "Hey, is this guy giving you a problem?" Just staring devil eyes at Sam, and Bucky's like, "No, it's fine." And it doesn't matter. They just have their hands on their guns, coming up and approaching Sam like they're just gonna shoot him in the middle of the street.
They're gonna kneel on his neck. Watch out, Sam! I'll take you down.
You're right, sir. You are right, sir.
Yeah, it was
the 50s. Jesus.
Yeah, it was insane. I thought they were gonna ask. Well, I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind.
Make it.
No, I shouldn't make that one.
No, don't ask him to make it. He's gonna. Don't do it.
Hang on.
Make the joke. Make the joke. You want to make the joke?
No,
you can make the joke.
No,
just
not this one. Not this one.
Look, I'm up on your shoulder. I'm saying make the joke.
Yes,
come on.
he is. And he's gonna listen to me.
I want Gary to have a platform after this.
So, Gentleman Mad for $3 says, since Ricada Law is here, fun fact, the male body can ejaculate 41 times in a row. The Brazilian kid who hit 42 died on his live stream. What?
I'm hanging out with the wrong guys.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, at least he took one for the team, I guess.
He took 42
that's some
for
stamina.
the team.
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Question.
Look, can and should are two different things. That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Like how?
My arm would be tired as fuck. Oh my god.
Your arm, Jesus.
The rash after that, I could imagine.
That reminds me of that Billy Connolly skit. I don't know if you guys have seen it, where he was talking about when he first learned about masturbation, and the guy that told him about it said you can only do it like 51 times before it blows up. He's like, that 52nd time, man, my heart was racing. That later that afternoon, I was just all.
I think that's the thing. He was trying to avoid the rash, right? So he's like, I'm just gonna keep going till I'm done, and then that's the only way.
Tapping the keg, it's empty.
No cum left. Yeah.
I guess the answer to the universe is 42.
How many? 42 times? Is that what it was?
What a smart joke.
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Douglas knew all this time.
But
we need to do.
That's the meaning of life.
That's what I'm saying. Doug knew all that. He was telling us that's how many times you can do it in a day. That's it.
So
we need to get Geeks and Gamers to do a charity stream against the 42nd time. I think. Well, that's what we need to do.
Need to get Guinness on this.
There's actually, if you look at his X-Side adjusting, there's a lot of 42s. Like if you look at how many times that number appears in the movie, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. That cannot be a true story. The question to ask: who the fuck was watching all night to keep count?
It's 42. It's not a particularly high number. Come on.
Okay, let me take notes. Okay, that's one.
It does seem a little low, as of right.
What do we average out?
3. There you go.
But the amount of time between climaxes rises exponentially with each one.
Yes, it does.
I mean,
it's a graph that goes like that.
If she can just hold still, you can count them all on her back.
Wait, there's no listen.
Like
after
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There is no way after 42 you are emitting anything other than fucking dust. I do not believe that.
Fumes.
That is a fallacy.
Cobwebs and dust.
That's how he died, Ryan. It was a poof dead.
Ryan, I would like to introduce you to G Fuel and Gatorade, my friend.
That's why everybody says a sponsor. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Gunnar Renee Oy.
Hard.
50 Norwegian krona says, let us not forget that Matt Martin is the Lucasfilm Story Group guy who said Kylo could have made Rey force pregnant while she was dead. Stop tweeting. Did he really say that?
That's a niche.
I almost forgot who Kylo was. And I was so close.
There's a lot of like force fucking theories with like his hand on her abdomen, and that there might be a little baby Ben Solo in that womb.
Is force fucking considered rape?
Yes.
Is it considered rape? Is that
Force
redundant?
is in the title.
It depends if she was drunk or not.
It's called
Depends how cute he was.
It's called
Well, like a lot of rape allegations, it's bullshit. So.
Oh, sounds like you have a first-hand experience with that. Woo.
Just a humble defense attorney.
Theocrat of Pang Tang for $5 says, we have a unicorn, a woman who's actually witty. Christy, wow, the chat.
Ryan's here every week.
Yeah.
I was thinking about making that joke myself because of my transition earlier.
Yeti
Chrissy's great.
Honey, you're gonna have to shave that beard off, darling.
Well, the only ones
who
have forgotten that women were funny are just these SJWs. I remind them every time. Women have been funny forever. We had Carol Burnett and all them ladies on her show, and then you had Lucille Ball, who was like the premier queen of comedy, for fuck's sake. I mean,
and guess what? All their dads hit them.
Yeah.
That's how you get funny women.
Okay.
That's how it happens. It's
They
science.
don't think anything's funny. Comedy is part of a Western civilization, which all needs to be torn down.
It's a social construct.
It's part of the patriarchy.
It's part of the patriarchy. You can't mock anything. You can't mock the state because it's God.
Go watch some of Roseanne's comedy from back in the day, and you come back to me and tell me it's patriarchy. Yeah.
That's what I always say. The only wrong joke is a joke nobody laughs at.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Correct.
And you got to still try it. You got to still try it. Yeah.
Well, luckily, no one can hear Nick's audiences most of the time when he streams. So if he makes a terrible joke, he can just move on. Because there's no one else there with him.
Well, he thinks it's funny anyway, so he just goes with it. That's good. I was listening to Nick at night when you were doing the Vic Mignogna thing. God, every night. God, it was riveting. It was fucking
that was
riveting.
intense.
It really was. The idea that like Nick could like captivate this audience. I don't give a fuck about anything he was streaming about. Like literally at all.
They were great streams though.
And every time there'd be 5,000-6,000 people watching just to see him roast this dumb fuck who has a shoe on his fucking cutting board.
Why was it on the cutting board?
Because he was.
Well, the dog ate the other one.
Yeah, like it is pretty insane. The base that Nick drew from like the Vic Mignogna stuff is insane.
That was fucking brilliant.
Watching those depositions, those were intense.
Yeah, God, I hope something comes back because the amount of depositions that will be aired to follow will be fantastic.
Nick made depositions compelling. Okay, so that's not everybody can do that.
Yeah, that's some talent.
Depositions from people like Ron Toy and Monica Rial. That's the thing.
Ron Toy, what a fucking joke.
YetiCast for 5 Canadian pesos. That's a channel. Go check it out, YetiCast. For a show called Friday Night Tights, there is a very disappointing amount of tights on the screen. Well, we're all sitting down. You can't see.
It's below the camera.
Hey, look at that. Are you in your closet?
I could put them on, but it'll cost you.
Chat challenge accepted.
Don't challenge the chat. How much you talking?
I cannot look at Chrissy's background without thinking of the time that Jeremy mistakenly decided to put up like the black and blue fucking sound shit behind him. He turned his entire desk around to the corner.
Holy fuck,
he put up black and blue like sound things. People fucking. You think he got a lot of blowback for all the Zack Snyder bullshit? Just imagine what his chat looked like when he decided to change his background.
Holy fuck, dude, that was bad.
Wait, is this triggering? What's wrong with that?
No, it's not. His was though.
It was triggering for when I did it because they just did not.
Yeah, that's a Nintendo fan right there.
I love Nintendo.
I got my
Joy-Cons. God, just want to knock him out.
My wife's boyfriend bought me a Switch. Thank God.
Now I'll have something to do when they're having
now
sex.
I just need headphones so I can't hear them fucking.
No, so you don't disrupt the fucking Ryan.
It allowed me to show his Switch on photograph.
It has Bluetooth.
Oh my God, these are different colors. Oh my God.
What has happened to us?
Look at how big his fucking head is compared to his body.
What has happened to us as a society?
What's really funny is it looks like Sly's actually looking at him and judging him.
It does.
Yeah, it's just hard judgment.
It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse.
It's only going to get worse. Oh, after this year, after kids here in California, kids missing like 2 years of school. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough, man. Legitimately. One of the biggest things that no one's talked about from this whole shutdown is the fact that so many kids have not had these normal social interactions. We thought it was bad when they were being fucking coddled, when you're not allowed to bully people anymore. Think about if they're literally not interacting with anyone other than their parents for fucking over a year. That is incredibly detrimental to children's development as actual people, let alone their education.
But that's what they want.
Honestly, I think it's hardest for teachers because they have no one to fuck.
Ouch.
Think of the teachers.
There are heroes.
Yeah, they're
they do
lonely.
the job nobody else will.
They're so lonely. I'm like so lonely.
I was geared up to rebut. I'm like, motherfucking teachers, what is she talking about?
I was like, what kind of fucking take is that?
I'm locking that away. That's a good joke.
That is a good joke.
I was getting ready to bash unions and all this shit.
Yeah.
That was fucking funny.
That was good.
Brightest Day for $2 says hit that like button like Chrissy hits that horn. There you go.
I totally did not think that was going to be the last word in that sentence there. So.
I didn't either, but I read it. That's why. Hashtag feed the cats from the Biv for $5. Feed the cats. We gotta. Murnum 007 for $10. Greetings, panel. What do you think of the new Muppets from Sesame Street to help talk about racism?
Oh God!
Well,
the Muppets are already different colors. It's
at least
wild.
the video, the clip that I saw, it wasn't talking about racism. It was just talking about different races and how we have melanin and it makes you darker. And we should all work together no matter what melanin you are. The only thing that I had a problem with was the one line where it said, our race is very important to who we are. It's like, no, it is not. It's an element of what we look like on the outside. It's not who we are. That's the problem.
No.
But the rest of it was okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's Sesame Street did a thing on black skin color.
Like
and
some
stuff.
Muppets are better at dancing than other Muppets, and that's okay.
Yeah, they can do the jive.
So it's basically just Elmo, we was Kangs. Is that what's going on?
It was Elmo. Yeah.
Some Muppets.
Like, wait, it wasn't Elmo. Elmo is black. Hold on.
Some Muppets
He used to be. I don't know if he is anymore.
Some
Oh,
Muppets
yeah,
have.
that's-
Black up top, but I'm black down below. My ass.
Elmo's brother Venmo, who's really good with money.
I didn't know he had a Jewish brother.
Hey, Venmo!
And we're the canceled ones.
Muppets all have something.
New meaning, you know.
I used to sing all the time about being green. Nobody cared.
Did they sing about like what makes us better is whatever guy's hand is up our ass at that time? Muppet.
Yeah.
It's a Muppet.
The pedophile's hand that's up his ass.
Yeah.
Right,
Now
like-
tell me though. Oh, go ahead.
Can like only a guy who's red do the Elmo puppet, and a guy who's yellow do the the Bert puppet?
Yep.
It's retarded.
Yep.
So it's been out in the
one more. He's got to be named Bert. They got to have the same name now, and they got to know how to pronounce it correctly, or it's racist.
Like, yeah, who's the trash can one? The one that lives in the
Oscar.
Does
Oscar.
Oscar have to be voiced by a homeless guy? You know?
Yes. No, but it does have to be a Latinx person.
Oscar.
What are you trying to say, Ryan?
That Oscar's Latina, whatever it is, Latinx.
Latino X.
Latino.
Jay Braylon Van Zant for $1.99 says the first episode of Invincible, which is Robert Kirkman's Invincible, they're doing an animated series on Amazon, had a, I'm going to get this right now, Mortal Kombat scene. I see MK, I think Moon Knight, okay, but I'm not a gamer. So I'm like, why would it have a Moon Knight scene? Oh, it's Mortal Kombat.
Every time we see Mortal Kombat anything, Gary thinks it's Moon Knight.
Yes.
It's so funny. Yeah.
It's like MK. What is that?
It's my MK. That's my MK, damn it. Okay, let's go back to donations.
He's like, there was video games after Donkey Kong? What?
I heard the Mortal Kombat movie is pushing the boundaries of what is rated R. And I was like, oh, good, they're going to have nudity in it. Nope, just gore.
Just male nudity. Lucky you, Nick.
Nudity is gone.
Oh, God, I want to see Luz Kang.
You'll get it.
You ever see Spartacus, Nick? The TV show?
Yeah.
That was a good
liked
fucking
it.
show, man. That was a lot of nudity and violence.
So good.
It reminded me that Lucy Lawless was actually hot.
Yep.
That was instead of pretend hot like all the nerds thought from Xena. And then the other thing I learned is that all except for one of the actors had a prosthetic penis, but I don't know which one had the real one.
Wow.
Really?
It's like a Where's Waldo? You got to find the one.
Yeah.
How much
Where's
research
dildo?
how much research did you have to do for that?
He's comparing photographs like
I'm assigning it to the chat. The chat has to go back and look at all those dicks and figure out which one was real. But apparently one actor really liked having his dick on screen.
Wow, I can do that.
That is, yeah, I was gonna say Manu. It's got to be Manu. That is a template for Batwoman. Listen, that is a template for how you recast the lead character and just kind of fucking move on with things. Spartacus, as opposed to all this bullshit they're doing. Now they got 3 different Batwomen, effectively. So,
and they even took the piss out of it themselves in the episode. She's like, "Do you know who I am?" She takes the helmet off and she's like, I ain't got so many of you have been in that costume now. I ain't got a clue.
Yeah.
Batwoman is actually patient zero. She's somebody like chomping into a bat at a wet market.
I heard it's actually champing.
Oh, champing, right?
Oh.
Hey, callback.
That's a callback.
Her biography is champing in Wuhan, and that's how we got 2020. Amazing.
Oh boy.
China virus.
China.
The Kung flu is beautiful. It's terrific.
Look, it's the best. It's the best flu. It's from China. China.
They always make the best stuff.
China.
I'll eat your ass. I will.
I'll do it. How much?
Gentle Man Mad for $3 says, can I get a shout out for Acapella Master who has returned to YouTube, Smooth McGroove, after being gone for a year due to medical reasons. He is back and will be uploading new songs soon. Okay.
That's awesome. Smooth McGroove is great. I mean, I'm sure most people are going to know who that is, but I didn't know he had medical problems though. I know he had been away for a while, so that's awesome. He's got a huge channel.
Not a clue.
So,
not a clue who he was. Swear to God.
yeah, he's great.
I've never heard that name either.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Apparently, Tyler from Secure Team is back too. The UFO channel.
I heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of people that just have like millions of subs that I've like never heard of really puts everything in YouTube in perspective. It's like you are fucking nothing.
Yep.
No,
like,
dude, Gary said it best to me. We're talking. This is months ago. We're like, Jarbo got 150,000 subs on this
160.
platform. We're not shit. Okay, we haven't done shit. We have not done shit.
Nope.
But yeah, you're right though, Ryan. I mean, like who was it? The Minecraft dude that I just heard about existed.
Dream.
Yeah, I'm like, he's got like 20 million subs. I'm like, who?
Never
20
heard
million
of him.
subs.
It puts your own existence into reality, and it's very depressing. So, yeah.
It also puts bullets into the chamber. It's amazing.
What is this? Wow.
But that is cool. That's cool. I'll watch Smooth McGroove's video later, but that's cool. He's back. He's got 2.5 million subs.
I'll go check it out. What does he do?
He does like old school video game music. He does like acapella and sings it. He's really cool. He's a cool dude. He's got so many viral videos. I'm sure. Yeah, I probably produced a lot of his videos, to be honest.
Just explain food to a hot toy.
No.
Well, I don't give a shit.
No. Well, that's why I'm your producer, and you're doing a great job.
There you go. Chicago Box for $4.99 says, "Hail Friday Night Tights." So, Grace Randolph. So,
you don't have that clipped, man. You don't have the audio ready.
I need to have that ready.
You do.
Falcon and Winter Soldier went right off the woke as fuck cliff today, pretty much killing any hopes I had left for the MCU. I still have Friday Night Tights. Yeah. They said this was coming. They said they were going to explore racism, police brutality in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Sorry.
People just disappeared for 5 years. Half the world disappeared for 5 years, and everybody just came back. Do you think anybody would be worried about that shit right now? The world would
came back ultra racist.
Yeah.
I forgot. We even forgot to mention that like the new Captain America just has another black assistant. Like,
yeah,
it's just so.
And she's always late.
The Salty Vet said, started my new channel, The Salty Vet, on YouTube and Odyssey. Our ranks grow. Yeah, get Odyssey's pretty good, man. It's good.
Yep.
Live stream.
Odyssey's a good platform.
Wow.
Did they get live streaming? Is it ready?
It's the people that baited it. There was some, from what I saw, there was some stuff they needed to work out, but it's coming. It's coming for sure. And Odyssey's a growing platform. Odyssey's far bigger than D Live already. So Odyssey's got a good future ahead of it, especially considering the people involved.
Yeah, if it stays a good mix. You were discussing this earlier on another stream, Ryan. I was listening to because I watch your shit, and you were absolutely right. It cannot be an echo chamber for one side. It needs to be a good mix of common sense and along with the free speech and free expression without getting fucking canceled. So they can't do what they did to Parler. But believe me, if it becomes competition for YouTube, well, one of two things will happen. They'll buy them, or they will. You'll see changes at YouTube because the last time they had a little bit of competition from Twitch, a bunch of changes happened. Memberships, all this shit happened because of Twitch.
Yeah, and Chrissy's got to go.
Oh
She
yeah,
doesn't wanna say anything now.
No. Say, Chrissy, thanks for being here this long.
Thanks for having me. Oh my God, this was a delight. This was so fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I felt like that girl in the porn meme with like all the guys around her. Except you're white. No.
Her name is Piper Perry. Come on.
Okay, whatever.
Do you have any?
Thanks, guys. Check out all my shit, Chrissy Mayer on social media. My Instagram got nuked, but I have a new one called Chrissy Mayer Pod. And check out Chrissy Mayer Podcast on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud. The Wet Spot on Compound Media, Mondays at 7:30. And yeah, that's it.
Thanks for coming
nice
on.
having you.
Love you
Appreciate
guys.
it.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Well done. Oh, well, that wasn't supposed to do that.
Why always do that, dude? Why the fuck do you not label that? That's the one thing.
I have to switch it. It's
I
the
want
same
the clown
fucking
horn when
color.
I leave.
That's the one thing you need to label. Fucking clown horn.
But it's the same color, and I gotta. Never mind. I'm not gonna bore you.
But Gary,
but she was
Gary's
great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She was great.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
I was just gonna say that you're 100% right about Odyssey. The reason that YouTube is so prevalent is because the reason 76% of the American populace uses YouTube is because it's the second biggest search engine in the world. It's because you're not just going there to look for I'm mad about The Last Jedi. You're going there because you're like, how the fuck do I change? How the fuck do I change the spark plugs on my 2004 Honda Civic? Like that is why YouTube is massive, and that is why Odyssey has a massive future because that kind of content.
It is true. Yeah, because you look at BitChute. BitChute is dominated by the right side of things. I mean, it's just dominated. Odyssey needs to continue to have all this type of content, not just people complaining about identity politics in Hollywood and things like that. Yeah. We need to be there and continue to have our voices. But yeah, Ryan is spot on. I mean, it's the random shit that made YouTube so relevant and keeps it so relevant.
Right.
Yeah. As much as these sites will tell you like, oh, they're these guys with a couple of 100,000 subs and maybe gets 30 or 40,000 views per video ruining the platform. That's just not. It's just not. If I wish we had the power to ruin this platform. We are nothing. We are very irrelevant in the big scheme of things. We are nothing. We're just someone that doesn't like movies that these activists want us to like because it has the right nonsensical messaging into it. So they've decided that we are so powerful that we, actually can stop movies from making money and things like that. Warner Brothers seems to think Geeks and Gamers is just the worst thing ever and can destroy their Snyder Cut movie. These people are fucking nuts, but we're not as important as they think we are.
Yeah, it's funny how some like 17-year-old British kid going with his mom to buy a fucking McLaren because of all of his YouTube subs has way more power and influence on the platform than people who produce like this thoughtful content about various fandoms. I mean, we're not even close. We're not even close to Dream. This guy's a Minecraft streamer or whatever. He got mentioned. Keemstar the other day was like, who's this Dream guy that keeps popping up? And Keemstar covers drama.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm covering this guy every day. And
it's crazy. There's a guy that lives in Pensacola. He's a big YouTuber. I sent his channel to Gary. His name is he's changed names like 1,000 times, but it's like Super Mario Logan is what he started out as. Then he was Super Luigi Logan, Super Bowser Logan. He's got like 5, 6, 7, 10 million subs. He fucking does a show on YouTube with stuffed animals. And they talk to each other, and him and his girlfriend are driving around matching Lamborghinis right now. But Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers is ruining YouTube. I mean, get the fuck out of here. I mean, we are nothing on the big scheme of things, but yeah, it's crazy.
Do you remember when YouTube went into that really fucked up phase where it kept recommending videos of Spider-Man and Elsa from Frozen?
Yeah.
They were like the biggest viewed videos on YouTube. And then parents were saying, oh, it's Spider-Man and Elsa plop the kid in front of it and then go off and do, house chores and whatever. Meanwhile, they're like fucking feigning fucking each other, and she's like spewing babies out, and that was a fucked up phase of YouTube's life.
Yeah. That was just your videos.
Well, that was like 2 years ago too.
Yeah, you see what the other people are doing.
Yeah, and like the whole thing with this Rewriting Ripley garbage, where they're like, if you go and look for The Last Jedi bad, you find all the no shit, you find this shit. That's the entire point of the YouTube algorithm, is that if you watch a video about fixing cars and the next video they give you is about painting walls, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Right? Like they want to give you content that you want to watch. So it makes sense that if you search for The Last Jedi's fucking garbage and you get a robot head video, that maybe the next thing you get is a nerdrotic video about The Last Jedi being trash. That's how it works. It works the same way if you search for The Last Jedi is the bestest movie ever. Like it works the same way on either side of the aisle, either take that you have. That is how YouTube works, and that's why it's so successful. So the idea that people are coming here and getting radicalized or whatever it is just absolutely retarded. No one is here looking for, I love The Last Jedi, and then gets a Jeremy video and decides to like follow that to the T. It makes no sense.
It doesn't matter what you start with, you always wind up on kitty videos anyway. So.
But to be fair, and I have said this before, but Rewriting Ripley, credit where credit is due. Ryan had better character development in that video than Ray had in the entire fucking trilogy. Okay, that arc. That arc was amazing.
That point
really was.
Yeah, it was definitely not a J.J. Abrams joint. It was they didn't hire bad robots.
There was no mystery box. It paid off in the end.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's got facial hair now.
He had facial hair. He had like 30 pounds of character development.
Yeah. more than 30. We're in the quarantine, brother. So. Yeah.
Representation, leadership, whatever word, for this whole group of people, both Comicsgate and the Fandom Menace.
That's Rewriting Ripley.
He's definitely
I was thinking of the Fandom Menace. Where is that like revolting SJW voice coming from?
I'll put this out here because she put it out there herself. Katie, that's her name. Katie, that's Katie. The one who talks like this is Lady V. So
movement.
She the one with like the weird hoodie in the background is like.
Am I confusing something? Wasn't Lady V kicked out of a Star Trek podcast?
Is that the one who said something about Shatner?
Was the one that said something like I wish Leonard Nimoy was and someone else wasn't? Is
that her?
Oh yeah,
is that her?
I don't know. It sounds familiar.
Oh shit! I know who you're talking about. I know the incident you're talking about.
We're not the first group of group of people that have said this. Like there are many other people who there's a huge reason why you have 2/3 of the of the comic book industry, writers, artists, who basically wash their hands clean of this man. That's.
I can't take anymore.
I think they're talking about you, Gary, because you used to own a comic book shop.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they're talking about. It's like, oh
my god.
Yeah, that's all I hear.
There's so much evidence. Like, the evidence.
She sounds like a 46-year-old lunch lady.
It's like everybody's saying this. Everybody.
We need that quarterback Garrett clip where he's like, what fuck?
Well, fuck.
Oh Lord! How do people listen to that for 2 hours? And Anna EFAP'd that shit?
No, that's something different.
Oh, that was something different.
Okay, that's something different. Film Lars for 200 Danish krona. Thank you. Someday we will all laugh at these crazy times. Cheers to you, Friday Night Tights. God, I hope so. One thing I definitely did tonight was laugh my ass off for most of it. So this has been a fucking good show. So thank you, Nick. Thank you guys. Thank you, Chrissy. And Odin too. Kit Kat for 10 pounds. A thought for Leonard Nimoy on his birthday. Born March 26, 1931. Died February 27, 2015 at aged 83. Still loved, still missed, still with us in Star Trek. Live long and prosper. We miss Leonard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The real Spock.
The real fucking Spock.
Yeah, not the new retarded brother of fucking Mikey, the hero of the universe.
Emo Spock, yeah.
Hey, I got you talking about a clip of people. This hit for some reason, and I got radicalized by this because it just hit my recommended feed. Check that link out right there. By the way, this person did defend Geeks and Gamers shockingly enough during a live stream, but this is a great 5-second clip right here. I don't know who else. Yes.
Just a little bit. Okay, sorry guys. Just a.
We can't see it.
Hang on.
Okay.
What the hell was he upset about?
It's so good. This is Ryan playing Mario Kart.
No, this is if Ryan like his head exploded coming out of Campia.
Here we go.
Just a little bit. Okay, sorry guys. Just a little bit. Okay, sorry guys.
What is it? Why is it echoing like that?
Yeah, it shouldn't be me.
Oh, I think that's him. I think that's why he's throwing.
That's why he's about to get mad.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Okay, so just a little bit. Okay, sorry guys. Just a little bit. Okay, sorry guys. Just a little bit. Okay, sorry guys. Just a little bit. Okay, sorry guys.
Oh my god. I need that.
I still
I'm
like.
sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
That's not my favorite short clip of John Campia. My favorite one is when he says someone's name and reads their super chat.
Yes.
I don't think we can.
Yes.
I love that name. I don't think we can play that one though.
I'm gonna end every one of my streams that way now. Fuck.
Yeah. No. We need that like on.
Throwing the headphones off.
But again,
that's how I fucking feel every time the chat's like, your audio's broken.
We can hear it coming through your TV as well.
Again, though, Campia could have really went after us on a super chat, and he decided to, have our backs a little bit, and so I got to give him credit for that. That was a shocking moment, to say the least.
Yeah,
he kind of trashed us too, but
no, he did, but he
could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Oh, is that? Didn't he trash a bunch of for putting googly eyes on thumbnails too?
I believe that was you.
I think that was towards you. Yeah, Gary, don't play that video, that Ryan.
Yeah, I put it in the chat. My favorite John Campia moment that should not be played on stream.
No, I'm not going to play it. I know what it is.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's funny.
It's funny though.
Yeah. So
I think Gordon Black's just discovered it.
Yeah. Look at me.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh my god. My favorite part is when he's like, I love that name.
I love that name.
He like realizes what he just said. That's the best. Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Move on.
I'm watching it again. I gotta watch it.
It gets worse as the thing goes on, though.
Yeah, I know. Hey, man, I ate $5 is $5. What are you gonna do?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It gets worse. Oh my god. The second wave. I'm sorry, chat, but that is you gotta go find it. It can't be played here.
Yeah, it's got gay blood.
I'll link it. I'll link it in the chat. For
all right, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Look, Twitter. Link it on Twitter.
Look, someone got me when I first started streaming. Someone got me to say this right here. They kept saying, "Hey, Jeremy, it's my friend's name. Can you please give him a shout out?" And I was just going through super chats. I'll put the name in the private chat, but that's their friend's name. And I said it. I said it twice before. I was like,
his name is Gur, Nick.
Nick. Clever is the one that got Campia with. The one that got Campia with. That was clever. That was fucking
I love that name. I love that.
I love that name.
That's the best part, yeah.
Now let me talk about what I swallow.
Butter Biscuit 92's got 2 super chats, one for $3, one for $2, or their donations. Gary, you boomer, I love you so much. Your 50 seconds of live on Wednesday was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Chilling and vaping. I was chilling and vaping, and they hopped out of your seat for I've got shorts on. I have my shorts on. I didn't have slippers. Those were my socks. And a Captain America shirt. Damn right. I was chilling. Then
there are so many worse things that could have happened to you during the stream, Gary.
Could have been knuckle punching.
Good thing I don't do that kind of thing. I don't need to, but it's cool.
There's a guy called Dark Side Film.
Yeah. No. The worst thing you'll see me doing. The worst thing you'll see me doing is vaping and maybe opening an action figure or something. That's gonna be I'm gonna be pretty boring.
Camera's on the whole time. Huh?
With the blank screen, you did nothing but make squeaky noises with your chair. What is this? Then you did it again a few minutes later, but then with the blank screen, you did nothing but make squeaky noises with your chair and type for almost 10 minutes. I nearly died of laughter.
It's like the first thing I do is I turn my camera off when I'm done streaming.
Tears rolling down my face. Love you, dudes. Thanks for being a boomer. Hey, anytime. Again, if you can get a laugh at my expense, that's okay. I can't turn off the camera because the camera I was recording a video between that, and my internet kept dying, so it did the delay. It kept the 20-minute delay. So all that shit was happening 20 minutes before the live stream. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I look up and I'm like, oh shit. Motherfucker.
Oh,
crazy.
No. I knew I shouldn't have gone live, but hey, no shame to my game. No shame to my game. Okay, we got to read one more super chat that we got to get out of here because I got to go. Aztec01 for $20. Thank you. After that intro, I'd so buy posable action figures of you all, and not the cheap ones. I'm talking 18-inch Todd McFarlane quality.
Damn. Somebody, a custom action figure maker, make that happen.
I am very worried as to what people will do with completely posable action figures of us.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do what you like. Do what you like.
Yeah. We'll get it as
we'll get scissoring.
We'll get scissoring. Ufe K for 100 Danish krona. Hail Friday Night Tights. We should get investors to put money into a company that buys Kathleen Kennedy's favorite IPs to remake them into hetero cis males that don't give a fuck. Hashtag for we are many. We are many. She doesn't like any of that shit. You know, the executives don't watch TV shows. They don't watch movies. They don't have time for any of it. They don't watch their own fucking shit. They fucking circle jerk each other. They go to their meetings, and their entertainment is having power and money. And they're going to steamroll this shit and not give a fuck, like we're seeing right now. So Ryan's radical leftover honeycomb. Sorry. Hey Ryan.
Get it right.
Love you. Sorry. So
say his name.
On that note, we will wrap things up. Thanks for hanging in there the whole time, Nick Ricada. I appreciate it. Thank you to Chrissy Meyer. Let's go around the horn so these gentlemen can plug their channels and eat and sleep or do whatever they do, or fap. I don't know. We'll start with Comics Division.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Comics Division. You can follow me on Minds and Twitter, and of course YouTube. Comics Division.
Do you have an Odyssey?
I do. I kind of screwed that one up because apparently I created a library account like a year ago.
But Dennis, I see. I can't be ugly. Yeah? I'm a woman. Well, no, women can be ugly, and you are one of them. One of the ugly ones. You're lanky, and your hair's, well, it looks like a wig. Yeah. What's going on? Is it a wig? Doesn't matter. Your time's up.
There's a great pleasure in a man's life Not many for men today. That's why a lot of dudes follow me. And that pleasure is when a woman that you love and you took care of and you treated like gold and you acquiesced to every one of her whims and desires like she was a goddamn terrorist with a nuke. You know, yes, dear. Okay, dear. You know, you just get neutered after a while. And then she leaves you for a guy that treats her like absolute garbage. It's one of the best things on the planet because you're watching karma unfold. But I don't really believe in karma because nothing good really comes of it for me. It doesn't matter what I do. I get high and I pass out, wake up, found out I gave hundreds of dollars to like a children's charity. And literally they called me 5 days later looking for more money. It was like I just gave money to a crackhead. It's like, what happened to money I gave you 5 days ago? We could use some more. What do you think I'm going to get it from? Mama Susan don't want to pay me. Anyway, I saw this on Twitter from one of my favorite Twitter accounts, journalists posting their L's. This one's fantastic. Turn up the cheat. All women should have an affair once in their life. It made me feel sexier and look younger.
No, I don't.
It's amazing to me that there's so few women that can write fantasy stories and novels when they can write journalistic shit like this. This broad is living in a Tolkien-esque level fantasy story. Because when you look at her, she looks like Danny DeVito in a wig.
Do I look suspicious?
You don't believe me? Go get a picture of Danny DeVito and put like a wig on him. Photoshop it. I don't care. I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying it, but it's the truth. If you think having an affair is an absolute no-go for you, think again. You're massively missing out. Nothing beats the buzz of sneaking around behind a partner's back or the rush of the adrenaline from the fear of being caught in the act. I would like to preface this by saying Rachel is now 46 years old and she's still searching for the one, but wouldn't rule out cheating again.
I think it'll work.